Hello, friends. We're all here. I think everyone's on stream now. Everyone want to say hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Gonna make sure all your mics are working. Yeah, I think they are. Hello, everybody. Welcome into our first ever live Twitch D&D session. I'm very excited about this. Nervous as fuck, but you know, this is life now. I promised that we'd do it, so now we're doing it. Bayan, hello. Yeah, whomst are these people? I mean, they've got their names there, right? I'm pretty sure I put everyone's names in the right place. I hope. This is true. This is howeth we have to talketh now.
Oh God.
Elle, hello. Very excited for live D&D with so many lovely faces. Right, so before we get started, we'll do a quick intro. We are one short today. Unfortunately, Keita's unwell and cannot make it. So there is an NA on screen where she should be, but it's okay. We can carry on with 4. We'll soldier on. The others will bear the burden.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Nicole, this is the place to come if you want to get into D&D.
Yes.
Now, yeah, they have names, but they have real names too. So what we'll do, we want to get stuck in as soon as possible because we have a big thing to get through. It's supposed to take 4 hours. And that's fine, but you know, I mean, if we can shave a little bit of time off of that, it'd be great. And I know, you know, undoubtedly there'll be some banter and, you know, all the rest of it. So we need to account for all of that. So we'll get stuck in. So what I want to do first is introduce everyone. Now, on my screen, I've got Shasta, and then I've got Derek, then I've got Alicia, and then I've got CG. So we're going to go in that order. So the way I'm going to do it is you can introduce yourself, and then your character, and a little bit about your character, and then I will talk about what we're going to be doing today. Is that cool?
Cool.
Sounds great.
All right, so let's begin with Shasta.
Hi. I'm Shasta, or Selwyn Fimpin Wibble, or Fimpin or Wibble. I am a druid gnome from deep in the forest. I am always around my friend Cordelia Pants, who is somewhere without me.
Not around today.
Not around. And my trusty skunk Pog.
Cool. Derek.
Yeah.
I am Derek. I am also Kaisel Shabrath, and I am a dragonborn wizard on pursuit of knowledge driven by insatiable curiosity.
I like
Nice.
it. Alicia.
Hi, I'm Alicia Audrey, or Alicia. I am playing Narissa Fainwood, who is a storytelling bard on an adventure trying to gather as many stories as I can.
And CG.
Also, I think I'm a halfling, aren't
You're
I?
a halfling
I believe
bard. That's
I
correct.
am.
It's good.
Completely forgot who I was.
It's good to know who you are. To begin with, that's a good start. CG.
Hi, I'm Casually Geeking, or CG, and I am playing Malvor, a tiefling cleric who is on their gap year, essentially their sandwich year from studying to be a cleric. So doesn't really know what they're doing.
I love it because we have
Cool.
a healer for once.
What's your name?
Malvor, Malvor.
Malvo?
Malvo. Is that the?
I think there's an R, honey.
Malvor.
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 There's an R.
I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure that's what he said. Okay. See, it feels like CG should be the bard with all the instruments.
I know, right?
It's like, what are you? A cleric. It's like, but then again, I would expect you to be like walking around with the stethoscope and needles and shit, because that would also freak me out if you just had all that stuff hanging up behind you.
Have some paddles in the background, you know, just in case.
Hell yeah.
Moving on. Anyway.
And then there's me with bread.
Well, yeah, you've got bread. That's true. A giant. I hope to see that entire bread finish over the course of this D&D session. You know, D&D requires snacks. Shasta has the giantest
The
water
entire
bottle.
time
What
we've
the
gotten
fuck
everything
is
set up.
It makes me feel tiny.
Hey!
Just so you know, that is a normal sized water bottle. It's because Shasta is a
I'm very
gnome.
small.
Yeah.
I'm very small.
Oh, brilliant. So, what I wanted to say was, I just got a notification to say Shasta is live as a guest on Mojiwa stream.
I just did too.
Yeah, I am Moji. I am the Mojiwa of which you speak. I'm aware. Hi, Ali. Thank you so much for the raid. So some of you will remember, because three of you were here in the last session that we did. Now, the first session that we did for this particular campaign was done on Discord. It was just an intro session. This is the actual real first chapter that we're getting into. So Shasta, Derek, and Alicia did play in the intro session, which just was a great way of introducing new people into D&D. We did that, and now they're professionals, so we can start with the actual campaign. So what we're playing right now is Adventurers League Season 10, and this is Chapter 1. This is called... The name of this chapter is The Frozen North, and this is an adventure set in the Icewind Dale. So this is like north of the kind of the Forgotten Realms, the I guess the standard D&D area, the place that people know. This is like the North mountainous areas, and there is a talk of a permanent curse of like frost and ice and like nighttime, like it's never sunrise. The best you'll ever get is kind of like an almost sunrise, but it never really rises. It's just like this hint of like, oh, maybe it's gonna get sunny, but it never actually breaks, and then it just plunges back into darkness again. So the characters who cannot see in the dark have trouble at night. In the daytime they're okay, it's just everything just is a bit dust, like muggy, but the rest of the time very, very dark. In terms of chat, we will be carrying on and playing D&D. If there are messages in chat, I will be looking from time to time. The players will probably not be looking, or I've asked them not to hide it away so they're not distracted. Obviously, all the sound alerts, all the various alerts have been turned off. The only ones that are on is just a raid, so I know, and I know if there's a follower. But otherwise, we're basically good to go at D&D. Our adventure begins. Some of these characters, namely Selwyn and Kasil and Nerissa, have been in the Icewind Dale. They arrived in the Icewind Dale a few weeks ago. They had to navigate themselves around certain dangers. They got stuck in an avalanche. Their convoy, their route, their like taxi, carriage, whatever it was destroyed. The driver was killed. The passengers were killed. They had to find their way through out of, I guess, a maze of various ice tunnels with the help of some woke animals. And when I say woke, I don't mean they're like... Post 2020 hashtag Me Too woke. I mean, they're wise creatures. They could speak. They had intelligence. These creatures, our adventurers helped the creatures, and in turn, the creatures assisted them to escape the maze of ice tunnels. Having done that now, they are on their way into the 10 towns. The 10 towns is a region, I guess, of 10 towns in the Icewind Dale, which is in the mountainous region. Most of it is uninhabitable. But this road that kind of loops around these 10 various towns and small little sites around them is where all of the populace kind of live at the moment, and that's where adventure can be found. That's where food and money and friends and good times can be found. So our adventurers are heading over there for their own reasons. Each of them have their own motivations. In order to get there, obviously, the first stop that they make is the closest place they could get to from the animals' sanctuary, and that is in a place called Dugan's Hole. And they met the son of the owner of Dugan's Hole, which is Judd Dugan, who basically led them there or showed them the way. From there, they were able to establish a route of travel into the 10 towns. And this is where our characters have met our latest edition, Malvor. Now, all of them are traveling together in a convoy of 3 different traveling carts. And they are headed up from Dugan's Rest or Dugan's Hole up into the 10 towns. And like I say, all of them have their own reasons for why they're going, where they're going. And so this is kind of where we are at. We've done our introductions already. We've spoken to everyone. They all know who each other are as we start our journey into the Icewind Dale. Any questions from any of you guys?
Not currently.
No? Are we
I don't
good?
think so. I'm ready to
All
rock.
right. Let's go. Okay. So, as always, there is no simple adventure in D&D. A journey from point A to point B can never really be a simple journey from point A to point B. As you're traveling in your traveling cart, making friends, getting to know one another, finally enjoying some rest and peace from the harrowing adventures that you had previously, you have seen and experienced horrors that you never thought you would, have to kind of come across. We had Kasil over there with his leg impaled. We've seen dismemberment, we've seen body parts flying, we've been covered in blood, we had people dragging and throwing dead bodies against walls. We've had it all, right? We've had it all. We've made friends and lost friends just as quickly. And
Selwyn's been making a scrapbook this whole time.
Fantastic.
of course. And so that all being done, you're finally enjoying a bit of downtime in your carriages. You've made friends, you've got food, you've been relaxing and all the rest of it. Everything seems to be going wonderfully until you hear a call from one of the traveling carts up ahead. There's a loud shout as the driver of the front of the convoy kind of hails to the other drivers to stop. He's seen something on the path. Your driver turns around, and through the kind of gap in the cart, he turns around and he looks at you. Has a kindly face. He's not like the last driver you had. If you remember, he was very boorish, very kind of short with you, very rough and tumble. This guy's a bit kinder, and he turns around and he tells you guys, just stay in the carts. Don't worry. I'm just going to go and I'll speak to my colleague up ahead and see what the trouble is. But I'm sure we'll be on our way in no time. And he gets up and he goes to take a look. A few moments later, you hear a scream. A scream that curdles your blood, and you don't know if the sound is human or not human. It is so distorted and so messed up. Before you have a chance to react, you can see the side of your wagon, right? It's obviously it's covered. Yeah, the wagon that you're in, the cart that you're in, is covered, and it's a white cloth that covers the cart. And you hear a sound to your right. You turn to look, and the side of this white cloth is just stained in blood all across the side. As you then see a body kind of just hit the side of it and fall to the floor. There's blood streaks all the way down the side. You have a moment to react. Can everyone roll me an initiative, please? I want to see where we're at.
That's a D20, correct?
D20 with your dexterity modifier.
That would be a 17.
19.
Someone's lost in the sauce. I forgot what to do.
Are you
Versus
using your
initiative.
physical die or on the screen?
I'm going to use the screen for the initiative. Oh, just click that.
So
Oh,
Alicia
she's
was a
loading
19. I would say
slow.
Alicia, but I mean Narissa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to stop. Holding.
Holding and
Okay, it's an 11.
awesome.
So
And
plus 1, but 12.
12. Okay, brilliant. And how are we doing there, Kasil?
15.
15. Okay, brilliant. I say CG, it's not CG, is it? I have to start using your real names. Malvor and Narissa, you have a moment You have a moment to react before your cart is turned upside down. You can feel something is lifting up the cart and turning it over, but you have basically clocked it, right? And you have a moment to react. What are you going to do?
Is there anything to grab onto, to hold on to? If we do get flipped, I'm not getting tossed.
Yes, you do. You have an opportunity
I'm
to hold on to
grabbing.
something.
And I'm grabbing Selwyn as well.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. So
Okay, so-
because I got
So,
you, baby.
yeah, so you can grab.
Just
So
kind of
basically,
people
you
gotta
can
stay
grab
together.
on. You can grab onto your seat, or you can grab onto the side rail.
Okay.
Okay, you
I'm
know
grabbing the
something's
side
coming.
rail and grabbing her.
You grab your mate. You hold on. Malfoy, are you doing anything?
So I will follow the lead, essentially. So I will see what's going on and think, oh, yeah, I should do that. That's what adventurers do.
Nice.
Try and do the same thing.
This fits perfectly with Malvor's personality. I love it already. Okay, brilliant. So as that happens, your cart is completely knocked over. It rolls several times. Kaysel there is just bouncing from end to end. It's just like in a washing machine, just like going around and round and round. Kaysel, you do me a favor and you take 3 damage, please, if that's okay with you, buddy. Let's just knock 3
sure
damage
thing.
off yourself.
I forgot about your skunk. I was more worried about you.
Oh yeah, and the
Just
skull.
reaching for Pog. No.
I think if I remember correctly, that Pog is in your bag.
Pog was in Cordelia's bag.
All right. Well, I'm guessing when
Pog
Cordelia
with
sort of like ghosted you, probably left Pog with you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume Pog is fine. Don't worry about Pog.
Thanks.
Okay, so it's only Kaysel that suffers any damage. Your cart in the snow. You're all right. Obviously, none of you are dead. A bit shaken up, but you're okay otherwise. What's your next move? What are you guys going to do now?
I think we should get out and investigate.
Should we? Because we just got flipped.
What else are we gonna do?
Yeah.
sit in the car the whole adventure.
I took damage for this.
So where is the door in relationship to us now?
It's the back. So I guess if you think the cart is kind of on its side, right? So obviously you can choose. You can exit through the front because it opens up and goes to where the driver would be seated, or you can go around the back, which is basically also just opens up into an end. So if you think it's like the horse and cart type thing, but it's like a covered wagon, yeah, like a covered trailer. So you can exit out of either end.
I think we should go out the front and see if the driver's okay. Or no, he got out.
He left you.
He got out. He left us.
He left us.
He's probably dead.
Oh,
Yeah, he's probably the one.
was it? Was he the? Oh God.
I'm going out the back.
Okay, Kaysel's out the
I'm
back.
gonna follow the tall one.
Nice.
Following Casel.
That's true. Actually, 2 of you are quite small.
Yes.
Okay, so
If we
Kaysel,
stand
as
on each
you
other's shoulders, we'll be a whole person.
that's true, you would be. Kaysel, as you exit and you look around to take stock of what's been going on, you see the rest of the convoy. It's maybe about like 20 feet away from you. You see the other wagons; they're toppled over, and you can see around those wagons. There is, the ground is snow and it's covered in blood. There are bodies, there are arms without, bodies attached to them, just kind of like sticking out of the snow. The wagons, the various coverings covered in blood. Your driver, you see, is kind of the body that slammed against the side of your wagon and slid down was your driver. The problem was that his body was basically cut from the torso. His legs are somewhere over there, but the rest of his body is kind of just hanging off the edge of your cart through its entrails. It's just like, so as the cart was spinning, this body was just flapping against it, smashing and squishing down all the way down the in
I
the snow.
reach up to.
So, yeah.
I reach up to check his pulse and say, "He's dead, guys."
So can you just roll me a medicine check, please?
Which one is that?
It'll be whatever's on your sheet for, and it'll say like medicine. I think it's like.
Well, mine's been rolling really slow, so I was going to use the physical dice.
Use your dice. But if you look in your sheet, it will say.
Oh, okay. Medicine.
I'm going to step out and I'll see what's going on, and I'll say, I can probably heal, and then I'll see the disembodiment and go, never mind.
Go on screen.
Okay, it's gonna roll really slow. It didn't
It's
say
okay.
which dice.
No, you can just roll. It's a d20 plus 4 for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
It
A
is
lot of it will always be a D20, babe.
Yeah, it's always a
2
d20.
plus 4. Oh, always. Okay.
Yeah.
6.
6. You have a conviction that you can save him.
I got this, guys. I've seen this before. Didn't go well the first time, but I've got this.
I'm just gonna enjoy watching Selwyn
Takes
try
my-
and save this person.
Tiny little hands and stuffs up his organs back into his body. Holds them up. Checks the breath a few times.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's not coming to. He's not. Your medical prowess is not serving you well today. Yeah, he can't survive. But as a result, you now feel you are left with this sense of like you can't do it, right? You're disappointed, not just disappointed in yourself, but you've lost faith in your abilities to heal people. So for going forward until your next long rest, you will have a disadvantage on medicine checks.
Okay.
So just
What
note
does
that
that-
down. That means that if you ever have to do a medical check again, you have to roll twice and take the lowest number.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So, is there any immediate and clear threat to us right now? Do we see anything else
Oh, yeah, that's a smart
in
question.
the
No.
area?
No,
Okay.
you don't see anything. Nothing is coming at you at the moment. So you have a moment to sort of like look around and check
Can we
what's
make
going
a
down.
Perception check.
You
To
can.
see if there's anything waiting in the bushes. What's the surroundings? Are we trees, bushes, open?
It's basically open at the moment. There's nothing around. This is just like a mountainous road. So you're kind of like going up the mountain, but there isn't trees or anything around you. Pretty much either side of you is like drops down to the mountains. So, but is in not immediately next to you. Probably still another 50 feet away is the edge. So it wasn't like your cart was rolling and it's right on the edge of the precipice. You're
good.
okay. But it's a wide road up, so you're okay.
Can we look, I guess, up the kind of cliff face to see if something was above us?
Yeah, you can take a look. You want to do your perception, right? You want to investigate it and check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, go
Can
ahead.
we do an assisted one? If we both
Yeah, I'll
roll?
help you.
Yeah, if you work
I'll help
together,
you.
you absolutely can. You both roll and then tell me what you get.
And it's investigation or perception?
This will be a perception check.
Perception?
I got an 11.
I got a 12.
Okay, well, to be honest, that's enough for you guys to sort of ascertain what is going on. You start to look around and you can see various evidences of an attack, right? A very clear attack. There are slash marks across some of the wagon kind of covers. I mean, looking at the different bodies, you can see like whatever has attacked you obviously had very sharp blades or very sharp somethings, which was able to cut people, to dismember people. Furthermore, you can also see some pretty big footsteps kind of coming towards and leading away from the wagons. As this happens and you do this and you're walking around and you're looking, you suddenly hear some shouts, some screams from some survivors. Some people are still alive
Oh boy.
around you. And I guess it's up to you to see if you want to help them or not. You can see you can hear or see 4 various survivors in different areas. But in each case, it's very clear that there is not enough time to save one at a time, right? If you're going to save these people, you're going to have to split up and take care of it, or try and work together to save one, or whatever you want to do.
I have a cantrip, Spare the Dying.
Mm-hmm.
So whilst we're doing this, I'll be looking out for anyone who does go unconscious
Mm-hmm.
to cast that on them immediately.
Yep,
so that they
that's
don't die,
absolutely fine.
basically.
That is absolutely fine.
Should have been a cleric.
Where are these bodies in relation to us?
All right, okay. So you've got, I would say they're pretty much around the other wagons. So you can see, now these guys have investigated and they can basically see what's going on. There is one person who's kind of like half buried in the snow near one of the wagons. That's quite clear. There is another one that you can't see, but you can hear their voice kind of under one of the wagons that's turned over, right? And they're screaming out for help. And there is another one who is kind of trying to escape. I guess they are kind of injured, limping away from all the wagons and stuff. But from the distance, coming closer to them, is a pack of wolves.
Oh shit! Excuse my language.
So you got your hands full, I think.
So do they look like they are severely injured, or they're just trapped? The ones.
Well, you wouldn't be able to tell. So one is partially under the snow, so you don't know where they are. One is under a wagon, so you have no idea, but you can assume they're in pretty bad shape. And one is probably about to be attacked by wolves.
So I think I would want to head towards the one who looks like they're in bad shape.
That would
So I can
probably
heal
be the
them.
one under the wagon, I
Yeah.
would say. All right. Sorry, I did say there was four. There's three survivors, and there's four of you. So you can choose how you want to handle this.
So
I'll
I
go
would
to-
turn to the group and I would say, anybody who can do anything healy, we should probably go help those. And I guess
I can help with that.
others
I
can
agree.
go deal with the wolves.
I can work on the wolves.
I was about to say,
not
someone
only good
you
for
speak-
healing.
Okay.
Can you not speak to the wolf, Selwyn, and be like, "Yo, bitch, let's not."
Well, I've only
I
played
mean-
this once before.
You can do what you want. It may be successful or unsuccessful.
How
but
how far away are the wolves?
the wolves they're closing in. Like, you'll have time to get to this person and help them out at the same
I
time
think we
that the
should
wolves get
focus
there.
on. I would like to focus on healing who we can, and then dealing with the wolves. But
Okay.
if Kaisel would like to get a head start on those
Okay.
wolves, pitter patter, get at her.
See, note that this is the first time that Selwyn has sent someone to fight wolves.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's
I mean, this is good.
well,
this is good. This
it's
is character
character
development. Yeah,
development.
this is character.
Yeah.
You're evolving from the last time.
I'm proud of you.
We have learned our
We're gonna make you a
lessons.
Murder hobo shortly.
All right. Okay. So
Fingers
Kaisel's going for the wolves, and we've got Malvor going for the overturned thing. So we have someone half buried in the snow. Is that going to be Narissa?
I want to go for the person for the snow so I can try and heal them.
Okay. So because we're going to track you based on your initiative. So we'll do Narissa first. You're going to help this person
Shit.
half buried in the snow. That's absolutely fine. You don't have to say shit. It's okay. So as you get there, you see that this person, they're kind of like buried up to their waist in the snow, but they can't escape. And as you approach, they more concerned than getting out of the snow. The person is sort of like babbling on about their missing flask. So as you approach, you can sort of hear him, and he's sort of going on. And he's like, "I've lost my bloody flask. I've lost it. I don't know where the devil it is. Somebody help me. You!" And looks at you as you approach. "You there? Help me. I need to find this bloody flask. Come on, it must be around here somewhere in the snow."
All right, what does it look like? And while we're trying to
It's a
find it,
bloody
you're
flask.
gonna
What
get
do you
your
think it
butt
looks
out of
like?
the-
How many do you think you're going to see in the snow here? It's like he's
Is
like
it silver? Is it
rummaging
gold?
around. He's like, "It's silver, goddammit. Even if it was gold, would it matter? It's still a flask, isn't it? What else is it going to be?"
It could be made of wood, for all I know.
Then I hope you splinter yourself on it when you pick it up. Just bloody help me.
I don't know if I want to help you now. I was going to be trying to be nice and try and help you out the snow.
So as you're like,
I don't know if I want to.
as you're arguing with him, you see his like body's like sinking further into the snow.
All right, I'm going to start trying to assist him. And while I'm looking, I'm going to try and shovel snow out as best
Okay.
I can with my
Can
hand
you-
like a dog. Just,
Can you roll me an athletics check?
oh, jeez.
The wolves are still an option. This guy
Let me
doesn't
find my
sound like he should.
athletics.
Offering.
Just leave him there.
I got a 2.
A 2. Yeah. Unfortunately, as you try and shovel the snow, but obviously you being as tiny as you are, and you kind of pulling, but and you trying to like grab his hand, and the snow kind of envelopes him, and he goes further in, and there's like you can just see as you're trying to grab his hand, and the snow, and it's like it's all wet, and his hand slips from yours, and it's like falling into the snow slowly, and you can just hear him, his voice kind of as he goes down, "Curse you and leave my goddamn flask alone if you fall." He just like dies
I'm
under
fine
the
with
snow.
that. Bye, sir. I just
He's-
killed a man.
Well, you didn't kill him; you just failed to save him. There's a difference.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Batman Begins.
This one you'd only go to prison for a short time.
Okay,
Right.
so
Wait until I find another stick to poke stuff with, though.
I hope you find the flask and keep it now.
You better find that
I'm
flask.
for the flask now.
So if you want, you can. You will have to get the help of everyone else around you to look for the flask, but we'll come back to that because next we need to go on initiative order. So at the same time that's happening, right? The exact same time, let's like rewind in time, and then we'll flip the camera over to Malvor, who's attempting to assist this person who is stuck underneath the wagon.
So I sprint towards this wagon,
Mm-hmm.
kind of yelling at the guy, "I'm new at this, but I'm going to try my best. Please be calm."
Okay, so what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to do a strength check. Obviously, you're going to need athletics because you're going to have to lift this wagon up. So can you go ahead and roll that for me, and let's see how we do.
Can I clutch my symbol to Lathander and give myself a little guidance, please?
Absolutely. Is that your guidance for the extra D4? Is it? Is it that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Nice.
So that is a 9. And the D4. That's a 10 plus my strength, 11.
So as you're lifting the wagon off the guy, I mean, you are. I mean, you know, you're pretty strong, in general. Like you're quite built. Look at this fucking guns, man. The guy's got it. And you lift this wagon by yourself. An impressive feat of strength. As you lift this wagon up, and it's like, and you actually lift it clear off the ground, right? And it's absolutely impressive. And the guy is like, "Thank you, sir, for helping me." And he tries to like crawl out from underneath, but the slippery ice and the snow on the wagon and your hands slip, and you don't have a chance to stop it, and the edge of the wagon just smushes straight on the guy's chest, and you can hear the ribs crack as it splats right down, and his blood just spits out of his mouth, kind of like hitting your trousers, as he then falls dead to the floor, unable to be saved, unfortunately.
Dead or unconscious?
Dead.
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 What level of dead are we looking at here?
Just fell on him.
I'll clutch my symbol and kind of look up at the sky and go, "Really? I just prayed to you and everything."
I'm not actively looking at chat. I mean, I am, but Morty, that comment, fucking genius. Okay. Anyway, Morty said he really fell off the wagon.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
brilliant.
So
Okay, so now,
Yes, that's my movement used as well to get there, right?
No, not at all. You can still do
Should I
something else.
start heading towards the wolves?
Yeah, you can start. So at the same time now, so you've kind of done that, but at this time, Kaisel is already kind of at the wolves. Kaisel, what's your plan?
Firebolt.
Of course. Why would you not? It is legit the best option for anything. Let me just get to these wolves and let's see where we're at. Yeah, this is this guy. Brilliant.
Kaisel, would you like to go on a date today? What do you want to do? Firebolt.
Always
Why
the
not?
fireball. Okay, so we've got. So there's 3 wolves, and you can see that the guy who's now being surrounded by the wolves, as you're approaching, he's kind of putting his armor on. He has a bag with him. He has weapons with him. He's clearly a seasoned fighter, but he's not wearing any armor, so he's exposed. At the time that you're the wolves are approaching, he's trying to quickly just put his armor on and everything, right? So as he's doing that, you kind of jump in with your fireball to hit these wolves. Can you go ahead and roll that for me?
7.
Right. Okay.
I just love how you said it.
But wait, that's the damage though, right? What about the actual?
Yes.
What about to hit? Did you roll that one?
Oh, that's just a 20, right?
Yeah.
$13.
Okay. Yes, you're good. You are good. So you
All
throw
right.
this. So you're all right. This fireball zooms right past these guys. So you're running in. This guy's putting on his armor, and all of a sudden, like he just hears a shout, and this like moves to the side very quickly as this fireball just comes like right past his head, smashes straight into these wolves just in front of him. They don't die. Obviously, they take some damage, but you can now smell that burnt, kind of singed dog hair smell in the air as the wind kind of blows it around you, the snow and the wind, and you can sort of smell the singed hair. The wolves are and they're angry, but this guy has now managed to don his armor as you stand by his side, and you look at each other and you kind of acknowledge each other as, you know, warriors, as fighters. That guy kind of gives you a nod to be like, thanks, mate. And now the wolves are going to come in to try and rip you guys apart. So shall we see how that goes?
If we have to.
Why the devil not? Let's see.
We should have stayed in the cart.
Well, oh my god, these wolves are honestly having the worst time. So the first wolf jumps at the guy. Just as he finishes putting on sort of like the armor like around his arm, he's got this like the plate that goes around his arm. He's just finished pulling it on, and a wolf just kind of latches straight onto it and bites down. But you know, it's steel, so his mouth has not gone in. The guy just shakes him off. The wolf kind of falls to the floor. He's all right. Another one tries to kind of get you at your leg, but you know, just doesn't understand that your thick, scaly skin, is quite tough, and his teeth can't penetrate you. So he's really unable to do much. The third one is the one that got hit by the worst of the fireball. He's kind of limping towards you guys, not very strong, and his attack is feeble with his claws, tries to slice, but really he just completely misses and falls like face front. He's fine. Those guys are not going, they're really not on their game. I think they got thrown. But your mate now, pissed off, draws his sword, and let me see what he does. Yeah, he takes his sword, the wolf that he kind of throws aside, kind of lifts his sword up, turns it around, straight down the wolf's head, clean off. It's up to you. You've got 2 wolves in front of you. What do you do?
That's fucked up, man.
I will go ahead and use my breath weapon.
Nice.
And do I just roll for damage on that, or am I?
I believe you do, yeah, because it's just, yours is poison, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kaisel did not brush his teeth this morning, everybody.
So that is 10.
That's what we're smelling.
That's the damage, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
I think, if I'm correct, give me 2 seconds. Let me just double check something, everyone. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Let me just check your breath weapon for a moment and check the wolves' stats. Yeah, they just have to do a saving throw. That's it. Yeah, fail. That's good. You've done that. And let me just check. So they take the full damage. So, and they've now got, they take 10 poison damage. That wolf dead. The one that you breathed at. Which one did you go for? The one who missed you or the one who tried to bite your leg?
I'll go for the one that bit my leg because I hit the other one with fireball. So.
Okay. So that one, the one that tried to bite your leg, he's dead now. He's gone.
Very cool.
Right? So there's the one more wolf in front of you. He kind of looks to the both of you and he sees his 2 dead wolf companions and he's just like, "Burr?" And turns around and runs back down the mountain from where he came. He's not having any of it, mate. He's gone. You managed to successfully save 1 person. Well done.
Fantastic.
Hooray!
But fuck those wolves, I guess.
Yeah, we might gain a flask from this. There's still
Yeah, that's absolutely
Hey,
true. You
would
might
someone
do.
like to help me? Because my guy died, and I would like to find a flask.
That guy died.
That guy died.
Okay, he
Okay.
was a dick.
Well, that's 2 out of the 3 survivors that died.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 of the 3 didn't make it. But this guy, this warrior guy, he kind of looks to you, and after this whole fight is over, he kind of looks to you, and he gives you that, it's kind of like a tap on the shoulder, kind of like a warrior symbol to be like, good job, like that was, and he sort of says, I had it. I could have managed it, but I really appreciate your help. I've never seen a fireball just come out like that. That was absolutely impressive. I've been around a lot of spellcasters in my time, but that was really something. Have you been practicing a long time?
Not very.
You could have fooled me. That was impressive. These friends of yours? Kind of looks over to the rest of the group. 2 of them with dead people around. Just like,
I feel like I'm still just holding the first guy's entrails into his body. I got this, guys.
I'm just
Don't
having a
worry.
conversation with the sky.
Oh, I inhaled
Yeah.
some of my bread into my nose from that. Thanks, someone.
Judging by your troop, I'd say you're probably the leader of this group, are you?
No.
I was about to say.
I try not to be, at least.
Oh, very well. Where are you headed?
Oh, where am I headed?
Well, you know where you're headed, but you don't necessarily have to share that with everybody else.
Okay, I will keep that to myself then.
Okay, that's fine.
To the 10 towns.
That's coincidence. So am I. Do you mind if I tag along with you guys?
I have no problems with it. Does anybody else?
Come on
we
over.
really have someone who knows
You're
how
not
to
there.
wield a sword.
Brilliant. Yeah. I'll just go get my my bag and the rest of my goods from my wagon over there. And he kind of like heads over to the wagon, one of the overturned wagons further up the road, just to go collect his belongings. Narissa, now's the chance so you have to ask people if they can help you.
So my gentleman passed my friends and he was looking for a flask and he was kind of rude to me. Do you want to help me find this flask? Because I want to keep it because of how rude he was.
Sure.
Sure.
Yay!
So if you
I
all
will
just
dare.
want to roll sort of like an investigation for me.
I will cast guidance on myself.
Yep.
Again.
Ooh.
Actually, it's cantrip, and we're out of initiative. Can I give everyone?
Yeah, but the thing is, you would only search for one turn, so it wouldn't
Okay.
really work in that sense.
Oh, I got a natural 20.
Oh, wow.
I feel like
That's
we should get
four.
more excited when there's a natural 20,
that's
but whatever.
two.
Well, yeah.
But the thing is, that natural
included my
20s
mouth, I couldn't
always
hoot and
always
holler.
come on the searches, don't they? Sometimes. Never on the attacks. Casel's a
So
14.
26 because of my +4 perception as well.
Dang.
Wow, very good.
11.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely fine. Thanks, Ash. You're absolutely fine. No, you do. Narissa, you find it. Everyone comes and helps, and you kind of dig around, and then you find this kind of bright silver flask kind of sticking out of the ground.
It's better be a magical flask.
I'm putting that puppy in my
Trust
backpack
water.
as quickly as I can. I'm gonna laugh if it's like whiskey.
Well, I'm going to tell you what it is in a second. I think it's a good flask. I say that. I'm going to check what kind of flask this is, and it's just going to be like a normal flask.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I know, right? I would have thought that the flask would have been here, but it's not.
Meanwhile, Selwyn is digging through the snow, trying to clean the blood off of her hands because it's sticky and gross and
Smart.
smells weird.
She's used to
Smart move, my
having
baby.
blood on her hands, and by now, I think.
Whilst you're doing
But
that,
it's
I
sticky
say,
and gross and smell weird.
Yeah,
I say careful,
not
it's very
not so
slippery.
much fun.
Slippy.
Yeah, no, you're good. Interestingly enough, the flask contains. Well, actually, no. I'm not going to tell you what it contains. If you want to know what it contains, you're going to have to roll an Arcana check for me.
Or just drink some and see what happens.
Yeah, or you can just drink
I
some.
vote that! I vote that!
Who's rolling the Arcana?
You
check?
are.
I couldn't hear very well.
I would
Oh,
say,
Marissa.
hold on, but you're
Excuse my
not
language.
magical. Hold on a second. I would say, instead of an
I
Arcana
mean,
check,
I have a +1 in Arcana, so
you could roll. Yeah, okay, go for it. That's fine. That's intelligence. Yeah, you can do it. Go on, roll that. Let's see what we get.
a 17.
Very good. Okay, so this is actually a potion of comprehend languages. If you drink this, you will understand any language for 1 hour of your
Oh,
choice.
1 hour, but still.
Yeah, very useful. Any language, includes animal
That
languages. Yeah. So you can keep that and add it to your inventory. Are you drinking it now? You're just like, I'm going to use it to speak common. Because that's the kind of chaos monkey I am.
Yeah, I
Whilst we've been digging around, what has Mr. New Guy been doing?
Mr. New Guy's now got his stuff.
I'm acutely aware I'm also Mr. New Guy.
Yeah. No. That's absolutely fine. He's gotten his thing. So he comes back from the wagons, and he's got the pack that he started with, which had his armor and stuff and his weapons, but he's also got his other, like, I guess you'd call it his adventurous pack. It has like a camp set, like, tents and stuff for, like, making fires and all of that kind of stuff. And he's got it all with him, and his other few personal possessions. As he comes over to you guys, he's like, right, I'm set. Should we probably find somewhere safe to set up a camp, I guess?
before we go, I'd like to kind of loot these wagons and see if I can find myself some armor, because I really don't have jack for armor.
Yeah.
I think that's a smart idea. We should go and gather what supplies they have
Mm-hmm.
and take what we can with us just in case.
Yeah.
I'm
that
gonna go
sounds like
say a
good idea.
prayer over the wolf that is just obliterated. Just
Which one?
both of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
They died a little bit harshly, so I'm just.
And over which bit?
I also want to find a stick. I want to just carry a stick around. That way, if we have to poke at something, we have a long stick that we can poke at stuff.
Yeah,
Because I will
absolutely.
be stabbing that shit. Don't laugh at me, Selwyn. It worked last
I'm
time.
just along for the ride at this point. I haven't done a single thing.
You try to save a man. I am very proud of you.
Okay, so you can actually, yes, you can go ahead and you can start looting the wagons for different things. You do find your stick, Narissa. There is a nice kind of poking stick, decent, that you can double as like a walking stick. So that's
Awesome.
so it's like a cane or something that you can use to kind of like walk with and also stab things with, which is great.
Yay.
The other items you find, you don't find any usable armor. All the armor you find has been damaged to the point where it can't be used. Like it's either been pummeled in or it's been sliced. Feels very deliberate. Almost like the DM didn't want you to have it. No. That's not true.
Yes.
No. It's nothing to do with me. It is just that way, right? It is been mangled in some way or another. Either it's on somebody who has been kind of like hit with such force that the armor is like dented inside their body, and so it's impossible to remove. And even if it was, you wouldn't be able to undent it because you do not have the correct tools or skills in order to repair the armor, or the armor has been found like slashed and torn,
Or a wagon fell on it.
or a wagon fell on it. Who would do that? So but be aware that night is approaching, so you guys want to probably set up a fire and set up camp soon to keep warm and safe. The other things you do find though is a nice fancy looking lockbox, which is kind of buried halfway sticking out the snow next to one of the wagons up at the front, but it's locked.
How big is the box?
It's about this big, probably, but it's quite sturdy, strong, and it's obviously locked with a padlock.
I will take. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. No, I said I don't think any of you have thieves' skills, but you have strength between yous.
I think I'll put it in my bag and just take it with us to camp.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You find it. It's up to you. You can do what you want with it. You can tell people you found it or you didn't. It's completely your choice.
I asked the group, did anybody find anything cool while we were looting?
I found a box.
I found a
Ooh,
stick.
that's
I
pretty
think-
cool.
I was just having a conversation with Lathander.
With whom?
Oh,
The new
my,
guy.
My God.
Oh, you're Oh, very
Mm.
cool.
Well, he doesn't talk back so much, but yeah.
I
We should
mean,
chat
as long
more.
as you have a healthy relationship, it's perfectly fine. We won't judge. Too harsh.
It sounds a little toxic, one-sided.
There is one more item that you find, which is a kind of like a wooden. It's like a wooden crate, but it's not a huge crate. It's like maybe the size of like a shoebox, right? It's not locked. You can open it, and inside that you find a few items of clothing. There is a knitted pink cap and mittens
I want
that
it. I
are for
want
an
it.
adult, so not children's size, but an adult size. There is a pack of herbal cough drops, some leather bootlaces, and some homemade chocolate chip cookies with a handwritten note.
Oh no! I'm gonna
What
be
does the note say?
sad.
What does the note say? We love a handwritten note, don't we?
Can I please put the oversized hat on my head, please?
Yes, I mean,
We can share the mittens. We'll
so
stick
hold
our
on.
hands in together.
Kaisel has found this stuff, so it's up to Kaisel what he does with it. This is the handwritten note, by the way. It's it's legit. I'm not making it up. It's like it's in the story. Jordan, I've heard things are getting worse in the Icewind Dale. I'm so worried about you and want you to come home until this blows over. I know you're a big adventurer now, but I hope these help you if you decide to stay. I love and miss you, Mom.
Who's
Jordan is the one
What's-
who was crushed by the wagon that
Ooh, fuck.
Malvor was trying to lift up. Just so
doodle.
you're aware.
Way to go, Malvol.
He tried his best.
Well, I will try a cookie and see how it is, but I'll let the rest of the group know what I found.
Yeah, absolutely. You
Can I have your hat?
you
Go
taste the cookie. It is legit the most amazing cookie you have ever tasted in your life. Not only that, you now have a new character goal. That goal is you want to find the woman who made these cookies. You need that recipe. You will never taste anything else in life as good as that cookie.
I love this for Kaisel.
Anyone who
Oh,
tastes the
wow.
cookie
Amazing.
gets the same gets the same kind of character goal.
That is fantastic.
Okay, so those cookies look great. Are they organic?
No, they're horrible. Stay away from them.
Can I have a cookie?
And Kaisel,
No.
you will definitely never want to share these with anyone. It is now your life goal to protect these cookies and also to find the person who made them.
Kaisel, remember that one night in the barn? Please give me a cookie.
With the
No
scaly
cookie for
dragon
you.
penis.
Probably shouldn't show that one on Twitch.
Yeah. Please. It's all right. It's art. It's art.
I keep
Alright.
flipping back to it. It's
There,
probably
I
the
do
best
it
thing
for
I've ever made.
It's fantastic. Right. Now is a good time for you to set up camp. Your dude, you know, your new dude that you rescued, this warrior man, he has kind of like found a nice open space that he has kind of like started setting up a camp, and he's like beckoning you to join. So he'll give you a chance to have a little bit of a rest and gather stock until the morning when you can continue your journey on to the next
Nap
phase.
time.
Yeah? Is everyone
Kaisel's
good?
the only person who has talked to the new person yet, right? Other than accepting him into the group.
Yeah, well, you have a chance. You can all sit around the campfire now and fucking hold hands and sing Kumbaya if you like.
I would very much like to ask him what is your name and where do you come from?
That's a
Well,
good
it's not
one.
Jordan.
What? Not George.
No, it's not. It's definitely not Jordan. I can tell you that right
It
now.
is Chad.
Giga Chad.
Oh my
We
god.
know-
Chad's a zombie.
All right, Chad.
Oh
Chad's
yeah.
dead.
It's not. No.
Twice.
Did we know anything else about the other carts in the convoy, or was it just we only knew about our cart? We didn't really know.
No, you didn't know anyone because you basically all got on at the same point. It's like a think of it like a bus, I guess. And so you just all happened to be in the same one, and then other people were in other ones. So yeah, you didn't really know anybody else, or they were all picked up at different places. So you just coming through, getting to where you need to be. Okay, so this guy, his name, no, he's not Chad, but hold on a second, let me have it here.
Not Chad.
No.
Noted.
Ched.
Chad! Chad is my brother.
Yeah, do you remember Chad? Have you met a Chad? No. Wasn't he like
Yeah, he was the zombie.
an athlete though or something in his previous?
Yeah.
He's our athlete zombie.
Yeah, he's an athlete zombie. That's because this Lego character had like
A
a
jersey.
jersey on
He
or
was
something,
wearing
right?
like a track field.
We are so
Yeah.
original.
No, it's not. Hold on, I do have a name sheet here though. 1 second.
Is this long rest? Can you guys hear the cat meowing? Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's not. Don't worry
I'll let
about
him
it.
in real quick.
So he's a human, and a warrior, and his name is Paxton.
Good, strong name.
Paxton Telly. That's who he is. So you can kind of like, yeah, so you sit and talk. So he sits at the fire, you know, he's lit the fire and he's got some of food out from his pack. He's got some like meats that have been kind of all sealed and salted. Yes, Nerissa? Yes?
Am I the only one experiencing audio and visual lag?
Everything's good here.
Everyone
Yeah,
else is
it's
okay?
fine.
Yeah, it's all good for me.
Do you need to refresh?
Yeah, maybe disconnect and reconnect.
You're also fine on our feed.
Yeah.
I am having such bad audio visual lag every so often. It sounds like bad auto tune from Mo.
Oh.
So half the time I'm missing stuff. So I'm watching everyone like, what am I doing?
Oh. Is it like better now?
Just try
It's
refresh the
better now.
page.
It's just
Yeah.
every so often. Okay. Is
That
it
might
Maybe
gonna
just
work.
lose
refresh
me?
when that happens.
Yeah, I'll bring you back in again. Don't worry.
Okay, well then I'm gonna refresh really quick.
Yeah, do that.
DJ Mo using autotune.
Shh, DJ Mo Jussie.
You killed the wolves.
There we go. I think you're back in. Yep. Okay, you're back in. Right.
Sorry, it confused me all of a sudden because Mo was talking and it sounded like really bad auto tune. So I was just like, "Hi, friends, I'm lost."
It wasn't
you're
me.
good,
It wasn't me. I promise it wasn't my fault. Okay, so our dude, he sits there, you know, and he's kind of like got his, he's got some meats and he puts it on the end of his like sword blade and like puts it over the fire to kind of like heat them up slightly. And he kind of looks over at Selwyn, who kind of asks him like who he is, and he's like, "The name's Paxton Telly. I've been traveling these lands for some time now. I'm looking for my brother. He's gone missing."
Ooh, what's your brother's name?
That's also a really good question. Isaac. That's what it was.
Is he as handsome as you are, Paxton?
I would say no, but that would be a lie. He is only more handsome than me.
Oh, okay.
And he kind of like looks down like he's got the younger brother syndrome. Like, you know, he's like, it's just always been in the shadow of his brother. But now his brother's gone missing. So this is his opportunity to kind of like get out from under his brother's shadow by rescuing him.
Where are you from?
So I'm from the Sword Coast, and I did travel up here months ago, but I've been lost searching the 10 towns everywhere for my brother. And every now and again, every time I think I come close, something gets in the way. There's an avalanche or a snowstorm or a goddamn wolf attack, and I don't know what to do next. I don't know where to go. I'm just searching, trying every place over and over again. There is only 2 towns I haven't been to, and I'm heading there now.
Which 2 towns?
Well, he just went on the Dugan's Hole, which is the last town he was in, and he's got Bremen and Targos to go.
I would very much like to help you find your missing handsome brother.
Last I heard, he was married.
Are you married?
Only to adventure.
Oh my god, that's like my
I'm going
middle
to sleep.
name. I love adventure. Oh my god. Have you met Pug?
This is Pogs, like sticks his head out of the bag.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep. I need to heal up.
It's just like he's out. I'm going to sleep.
I'm out. Fuck that.
Just munching on rations, listening in, and with my mouth full, I kind of go, when was the last time you went home? Yeah, your brother could have just gone home.
Oh my god, I'm in love.
This is my new
Well,
best friend.
I can't believe he has gone home. I did receive a letter from his wife to say that he hasn't been home. And that was, I guess, some few weeks ago in the last town I was in. Still haven't heard anything, so I'd assume, I mean, it's been months. So I think he's either dead or worse. Maybe
That is
captured, maybe
so sad.
tortured.
Do you need a hug?
A hug won't bring back my brother, but it would make me feel better.
Come here.
So he kind of moves and he like gives you a hug, and you feel something like awkward kind of poking into you, and he's like, excuse me. It's just he has to unclip his sword because his sword is in his belt, so he just takes out his sword and then comes in for a proper hug. Sorry.
I love this for Selwyn.
I love this for Selwyn too.
So
Never met anybody as large as you.
thank you.
Okay.
And so he kind of looks at you, and then he kind of looks away to the side, and he's like, I think I need to sleep now.
Do you want company?
No,
Okay.
I need to be alone today. And I need to
That's
take a piss
understandable.
first, just over there. So he kind of like gets up and goes like nearby, and you can smell it. It's disgusting.
He's so handsome.
And dehydrated.
Kind of moody.
Really, really is. So you all have a sleep. You all get your spells back. You all get to get your health back, all the rest of it. Tomorrow morning is our next adventure. You kind of wake up to the sound of thunder. Kind of, it rattles overhead as the snow and the land kind of blend together, and it's a complete whiteout. It's like you can sense, well, not sense, you can see clearly there is a snowstorm coming, and it's going to be bad. But worse than that, there's lightning in the clouds up ahead, and that, so you can basically see like everything's white around you, and then all of a sudden it's like flashes of light behind the white. It just makes everything suddenly very, very bright, and then go back again to whiteout. In the distance, you can make out kind of like the dark shape of a mountain overhead. It seems the clearest place to go and get shelter. You, as a group, need to decide if that's where you're going to head over to, or try and manage this storm some other way.
I'm tiny. I want protection, and the snow is not going to protect me.
I've never used this before, so I have Druidcraft, and hold on, let me read super quick.
Excuse me.
Can I, basically using Druidcraft, know what the weather is going to be within the time frame? Like, I don't understand the spell itself, I guess is what I'm saying.
Okay, hold on. Let me just double check it, and then I'll tell you. It's a cantrip, isn't it, Druidcraft?
Yes.
Whispering to the spirits of nature, you create one of the following effects within range. You create a tiny, harmless sensory effect that predicts what the weather will be at your location for the next 24 hours. The effect might manifest as a golden orb for clear skies, or a cloud of rain, falling snowflakes for snow, and so on and so on. And that persists for one round. So yes, you absolutely can basically use it as the weather forecast. if you like.
I would like to do that simply because I haven't yet, and I'm curious.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. So you go ahead and you use that. The spell kind of manifests itself into pretty much what you're seeing around you. It is very heavy snowfall and like high winds. But from what you see in front of you and the image that you see in your the kind of manifestation that you've created, it's a lot worse than the manifestation. So you know it's going to get hella bad from where it is right now.
And can I share that with the group?
That's up to you.
I share this knowledge with the group. It's going to get pretty bad, guys. We should head over that big old mountain.
I vote for protection too.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, cool. So, I mean, our warrior guy is also going to get up and join you guys because, I mean, it's stupid to be out on his own. He will most certainly die. So, you know, a lot of you travel together on this path up the mountain. Now, the path itself is slow going. And the journey itself is going to take several hours, and we don't need to recount every single step of the several hours. If there is anything you guys want to sort of talk to each other about or whatever, now's a good time to do that, because no doubt upon this journey you will encounter some trouble, because life would not be life without some trouble. So why don't you go ahead and choose to talk as trouble approaches.
As we're walking along, I'm following heckin' close to my new love of my life with the big sword. And I look over to Kaysel and say, hey, what's in that box that you found? That was pretty crazy.
I don't know. I haven't opened it yet.
Can we try to open that pretty soon? Curiosity is peeking inside of me.
Yeah, we should probably get to safety first.
Okay.
Okay. So at the head of your is any of you at the head of the group, or is the warrior, is Paxton at the top of the group?
I'm trying to follow behind anyone who is taller than me, because if they are creating a path in the snow, I am following that damn path.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
right
fine.
next to Paxton, wherever he may be.
I feel like
cool.
I would probably go to the front, as I'm the least squishy, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense. And
Is
Kaysel?
it a situation where it might also benefit me to cast light on my mace, or is it not? It's not dark, it's just visibility.
Yeah, sorry.
because of snow.
Yeah, exactly. It's just snow. It's the light's not going to help. I mean, you can still see it's daytime technically. I know it never really gets day, but it's like, you know, it's as visible is going to be. So extra light's not going to help you in this scenario. And Kaysel, where are you in this whole scenario, in this situation?
Probably third back.
Yeah. So we've got, in order, we've got Malvor in the front, and then behind that's going to be Paxton and Selwyn. Then we've got
Our ship name. Oh my god.
Paxel. and then we've got Kaysel, and then using everybody else for protection, we have Narissa at the back. Cool.
Cool beans.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. So as you're walking, Malvor, can you please roll a survival check for me?
That is a 19 plus 2. So
Right, that's absolutely brilliant. So as you're walking and your foot kind of like hits into the snow, you feel the snow kind of give way under your feet in a very odd, like, way. Like it does. That's not the way the snow should give way. And you kind of look back. You step back a little bit and move the snow with your hands, and you can actually see the snow was partially covering this kind of crevasse on the path, which falls probably like about 10 feet down, maybe 10, 15 feet down. Had you fallen into it? But you were able to spot this out from beforehand, so you quickly take a step back, and you're like, yeah, not doing that. And you can see that it's covered with a very thin layer of ice, which is what the snow was resting on. So if you had walked on that ice, it would have cracked and you would have fallen down, but you didn't. You can obviously go around it without any problems. You just have to let everybody else know.
Yeah.
If you
as
want
soon as
to.
that happens, I would kind of do the hand up to the group kind of thing and be like, hold through the snow. I'm picturing the Lord of the Rings bit where they're all kind of walking along the snow.
Yeah.
The halflings are on top of the snow. I'd kind of turn to the group and say, yeah, we're going to need to find a different way. Almost died to that. And I point at the
So at this point, Paxton kind of like moves his hand, kind of moves Selwyn behind him a little bit and kind of steps forward. And he's like, let me just take a look at this. And he kind of like pushes you out the side and kind of bends down to look at what's going on.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's just like pushes you out the way to kind of investigate what's going on. And at this point, he
touched me.
doesn't see where the crevasse begins and steps onto the ice, cracking the ice, and he falls through.
You beautiful
As a
idiot.
reaction, because I would have been watching him,
Yeah.
could I try and make an attempt to kind of grab his armor?
Dexterity throw for you, please.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's a 10.
what a beautiful idiot.
Where's my dex? My dex is nothing, so 10.
You reach out for his hand as you're just about to kind of grab it, but it's loses, like just at the last second, kind of like
slippy.
wasn't able to. And he falls through. He takes 4 damage, kind of landing in a heap at the bottom of the crevasse. He's fallen about 15 feet. He kind of looks up and he's like, I'm okay, I think.
Told you so.
Told you so. Nice. I probably don't need any help, but if you wanted to throw down a rope, I guess I could use it, but I might just try and climb out. And he's just like tries to climb out the side of the wall. And as he does, he kind of slips and falls again, back down to the bottom. So he's kind of just like stuck.
I have rope.
Yeah. Are you going to help him though?
I'll do the whole around the wrist kind of thing and lower it down.
Cool.
Is there anything I can use to anchor myself?
The other people.
Yeah, I'll hang on to the end of the rope.
Cool. All right.
Okay.
Well, that's 2 of you. So if you can both do a strength check for me.
I
we'll
will
just-
help too. This is my man.
Oh, fuck.
I guess because everyone's helping.
Okay, if everyone's helping, yeah. If everyone does a strength check for me, I'm sure we'll be
Oh,
fine.
I got a nat 20! -1 though,
Hell
because
yeah,
I'm
baby.
a weak little baby.
That's all right. Still a
I got him
chance.
1.
I got a
Wow.
14.
So
You
the
got
two-
I got a rock.
That's what I rolled.
What did you get?
A 1.
A 1. Oh,
How is it the smallest of them are the strongest?
God.
It's love. It's the power of love.
That's my strength.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, the power of love. That was right. So, I mean, at this point, with all of you kind of like pulling on the rope, we've got Malvor at the front, and then Kasil, and then Selwyn, and then Narissa. You're all kind of like pulling the rope. And as you are, first you hear, as for some reason, this guy, Paxton, he's heavy. He's got his armor on. He's got his backpack. He's got all of that stuff on. He's very, very heavy. And he's like trying to like come up as say he's trying. He's not really helping at all. He's just kind of dangling there as you're like pulling him up. He could be trying to climb on the ropes and whatever, but he's fallen down twice and his hands are hurting. So he's just like dangling down, like spinning around in this crevasse as you guys are like trying to pull him up. He's like dead weight. And the first thing you hear is a scream from Kasil as like as like the rope burns his hands, and he lets go and falls back. And the next one to go is Malvor. He also gives a high pitched girly scream as the rope burns his hand. Narissa's at the back, but really doesn't feel like she's doing much, because by the time the rope has got to her, it's pretty like it's already limp, because Selwyn is basically just pulling that rope single-handedly, yanking this guy out of the crevasse with like no trouble whatsoever. It's like an adrenaline boost. She's just like, hur, 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 hur. It's like all of you big, strong guys on the side, and someone's just like, bam, 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 bam.
I'm so proud of Selvin right now. I'm so proud.
And sort of Paxton comes out over the edge, and all he sees is the tiny little gnome single-handedly pulling him out of this crevasse, and his eyes kind of glaze over. And you would say
Best day of my life.
he is become infatuated somewhat. So, you know, he kind of like pulls himself up, and he kind of looks down at Selwyn, hand touching her face, and he's like, thank you for saving my life. How can I ever repay you?
Take off your pants. Sorry. Sorry.
I love that that's the first thing. I love that that's the first thing that came to your mind.
I'm sorry.
Can I pop up right behind her and be like, yeah, let's see those pants off?
No, I didn't say it. It was redacted. It's not canon.
It is now.
No.
And I'll hear it and be like, wait, is his leg's injured? I can hear him.
Paxton now is like bright red now. He's all of a sudden like very, very shy around everybody. And yeah, he kind of nods and he smiles and he goes blushing and he kind of turns away. But before he does, he kind of quickly just turns around and gives you a wink, and then back again. Good face. Good face. You clip that face, please. Okay, so
Fictional men are my type.
now that we have hopefully now successfully navigated around the crevasse without Paxton trying to fall into all the danger, you carry on up the mountain, heading towards, you know, where there will hopefully be shelter from this oncoming storm. It's getting worse now. You can everyone do me an Arcana? In fact, can the magical people do me an Arcana check?
You're not counting divinity in that, right?
Hmm?
You're not counting divinity in that?
No.
I have a 12.
20.
I have a 13.
12, 13. And what about Selwyn?
It was 12.
Oh, 12, right. Sorry. And okay, yeah, right.
Minus 20.
Yours was 20.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell. Okay, so, I mean, Kaysil can hear a kind of strange sound on the wind. Like if you've seen Lord of the Rings, right? You know, like when Saruman is like casting a spell into the mountain to make the blizzard worse. And Gandalf can hear it on the top of the mountain. It's kind of like that. Like you can hear this foul kind of sound in the wind. And you sense something approaching. What you're going to have in what's just about to happen, Kaysil, you're going to have the initial initiative. And yeah, hold on one second. I was saying crevasse, not crevice. It's not a crevice. It was a crevasse. I'm just
Aluminium.
addressing chat. Right. So what's going to happen now? You're going to get the first kind of initiative, and then everybody else will have. So what approaches are what looks like 4 giant owls. But they're made of ice and frost. They're obviously not. Well, they don't look like any real owls you've seen. Those of you who have rolled your Arcana checks and you know, like these are clearly magical creations and not real owls. But they kind of approach your group as you're at the top of the mountains. You have an option. I guess the first move can be done by you, Kaysel. What do you want to do as you see these guys come in? You know, hold on. There's a couple of things you do know because you've done your things. You firstly know that these are definitely evil magical creatures. You can sense the evil aura coming off of them. And the other thing that you're aware is that because they are based on real owls, whoever has created these magical creatures has based them on real owls. And one of the things that you can sense is a weakness in these creatures, and you can sense that they fear, I guess, bigger owls, if that makes any sense. They would be scared of something, and that would be owls like them that are bigger than they are. Now you have that knowledge in mind, and you can choose to do whatever you want to do with it.
Have they noticed us?
Yes, of course. That's why they're coming at you.
Okay. Well, communicate the weakness to the party. I'm not sure if Selwyn has any of it abilities there that would help us out, but
well, you can discuss. They are approaching, and you have the advantage because you know what's going on. You've sensed them, you've seen them. You've got a moment to formulate a plan.
Well, I have a quick question. Because they are more of a magical being created by somebody else, they're not really animal.
That's true.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Don't know if this is in my wheelhouse, kids.
But they are based on animals.
Okay.
Don't you have a spell that the one that saved us from the wolves the first time?
The prestidigitation?
That wasn't me.
Maybe.
That's me. Yeah, I can create either a sound or a smell with prestidigitation. So
I can create
if I
a
can
sound
make
with thaumaturgy as well, so we double up.
that's true.
These people
We
are
could.
so cool.
So we could do a larger like hooting sound for the owls to try and like make it sound like a bigger owl is coming.
Like a group of bigger owls are coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Because
of the two of you,
isn't thaumaturgy a cantrip?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Prestidigitation is a cantrip, so we could do that as many times as we need to.
well, whatever you're going to try, you can try it once before they're on you and they start attacking you. So if you want to try this idea, that's fine. But what I'm going to need, I guess, who will be making the sound? I guess Malvor is going to be amplifying the sound.
Well, so thaumaturgy, if I'm saying that right, I never know if I'm saying that right, allows me to create an instantaneous sound that originates from a point of my choice within range, such as a rumble of thunder, the cry of a raven, let's change that to a big owl, or an ominous whisper.
Okay, so you can do the sound of an owl, and then we want Narissa also is going to do a sound. So you're both going to do
Sorry,
sounds.
I lost y'all for a moment again, so
I
I
think
don't know what's going on.
that's okay. So it looks like Malvor can create a sound, but also you can create a sound.
Right.
So in this case, what I'm going to need you both to do is check your characters and see of your various abilities, which is higher, charisma or nature?
My nature is higher.
Okay, so you're going to
Charisma.
roll. Okay, so in this case, each of you roll whichever one of those is higher for both of you. Just give me a d20 with that modifier and let's see where we go.
16.
Yeah,
17.
perfect. So you both cast the sound of the larger owls. At this point, Kaesel is watching, and he's got this sense of the aura coming from these owls. The sound of this hoot of owls kind of blasts out from your end of the mountains across the skies. Kaesel can instantly notice that these magical owls are freaked out. They start to swerve in the air. They quickly turn about and flee back to wherever the hell it was that they came from. That was well done, guys. Can you both take an inspiration? Because I was very happy with that. You managed to circumvent the problem without having to even fight, which is great for me because it meant I didn't have to roll any dice.
Love a good hoot.
Unless a good hoot. That joke has been done. I love it.
That was good.
That was good. Sorry, guys. All the alerts have been turned off. BT dubs. All the sound alerts have been turned off. Right. Finally, you make it to the side of the mountain. And if you can all roll a survival check for me now, as the storm is getting worse and it's approaching. I need all of you, including Paxton, here to roll a survival check for me.
I have 20, not a nat 20. A dirty 20. I did research.
I love a dirty 20. That's fine. 7.
Dirty 20.
Dirty. You also got a dirty 20. Kaesel?
12.
12. Okay, and our dude got 12. So you're all right. Searching around, and Selwyn finds a somewhat hidden cave in the side of the mountain. It looks absolutely perfect for shelter. It will definitely help you out from this the storm until it at least subsides. So it's up to you guys. Do you go in or do you stay out?
I think we should go in.
I'll go in.
I'll go in.
It's not getting any better.
So as you enter this this cave, you find it to be quite spacious and interesting, even warm. The wind does not penetrate because of the angle at which the cave entrance is against the wind. So he doesn't even feel cold. The snow and nothing is blowing inside. It's absolutely perfect. And you can also find at the back of the cave, there's a small stream of clear water, which is safe to drink. So it's a perfect opportunity to fill up water skins or anything that you need to do. You have the chance to now to rest should you wish. Can you roll a perception check for me, everybody?
Where's perception?
That would be an 8.
21.
4,
7.
7.
It's a nice cave, guys.
It's wonderful.
So when
Curtains.
you are the first, and I guess in this case the only one to notice that Paxton isn't around as you quickly look around to take stock of where everyone is. Retracing your steps back to the entrance of the cave, you sadly find what's left of Paxton. For, I guess, a lack of a better description, you find him torn limb from limb. His
Mo, it has been like 5 minutes.
body
What
parts
the
lying in the
fuck?
snow. And you can see,
Really good water. We didn't hear a thing.
I mean,
leading away from the body, you see these tracks, I guess, of a large creature. And as you kind of look to these tracks and you see them, the wind kind of covers them very quickly with the snow, and Paxton's body as well.
This is stupid.
Do you want to just roll a survival check for me?
I don't want to do anything for you.
So the rest of us don't know this at this point, right?
No.
We're still in the cave enjoying our water and eating rations and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
Survival. I got a 11.
Yeah, and you get to roll again. You get an advantage on this one.
18, 19, 20.
You've seen those tracks before. When you were here, in your previous adventure, it's the owlbear.
No, this is so conflicting. Oh God.
I suggest you take a rest. Guys, we'll take a quick break before we come back to the next session. We are pretty much on target at the moment for where we're heading, so that's really, really good. I'm sorry.
How long do we want to take?
Shall we have just, I guess, 5 minutes? Is that okay? If everyone just, yeah, between 3 to 5 minutes.
Because I'm having connection issues.
We're going to take a 5-minute break.
Just a quick break.
Okay.
Just to gather ourselves before we get on to the next.
Reset.
Yeah, before we get to the next
Needs
two.
time to process what
I need an hour. I'm so upset right now.
I apologize.
I don't know what's wrong with my issue with my stuff, but I'm going to reset the
Okay.
Twitch again. Just
Okay.
In case.
I will mute you all, and I'm going to just switch on to the other stream for a second, other screen.
Okay.
Ba-ba-bum. All right, guys, I think we're good here, probably. Oh, hey, okay, that's me, right? I think everyone can hear me. I hope they can hear me. Yes, all right, everyone, thanks so much for hanging out thus far. We will be back in just a few minutes. I know there's a load of messages in chat I've not had a chance to look over. There's been resubs, there's been follows, there's been I'm really, really sorry that I haven't had a chance. We're really, really focused on the game. If there is anything urgent that people want to share or people want to say, now's a good time while I have an opportunity to look. While we got a few minutes, and then we'll head back into it as soon as everyone's back. It's such a fun time in chat. Ben, thank you so much. I know Lucy's around as well. She looks fantastic. Oh, thanks, buddy. You know what? My hair is an absolute mess. It's just got, I've not done anything to it. It's just got wax on it, but I guess I don't, it's just the same as I do every day. I guess I just put a bit more today. Accident, just getting ready like super quickly. But yes, okay, I'm going to put the BRB screen on, and then I will be back to look at everyone's chat messages in a bit. Hello, everybody. Okay, I think we are coming back in now slowly.
I don't think.
Can't hear everybody though.
Sorry.
Oh, there we go. All right, I think we're all back in. Great music to strip to. Thank you very much. Thanks, Ben. Right, we are back. You've all had a chance to long rest in your cave. Get back your points. I think Alicia's still having trouble though. Hold on, let's wait for her.
Frozen. She might be refreshing.
Yeah, I think she's refreshing. Don't know why her connection's suffering. I wonder if it's Chrome.
It's probably all those Stardew mods.
I got rid of them. I was deleting them earlier. Thank you.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, so we wake up another day in the cave. Now, something is obviously going to happen. Selwyn's been through a lot with all the stuff that happened with Frederick, with everything else.
This poor girl.
She's really been through it. Selwyn is now afflicted with heartache. And what this means is that all of her rolls, all of the checks that she has to do are with disadvantage, except her attack rolls, which will all be with advantage.
Oh.
So, yeah, that's basically, just note that every single time you have to do any check, it's disadvantaged, except when you're attacking, because now you're fucking mad. You don't care about anything else, but if you're killing something, you're going to have this, vengeance in you. You need to avenge your love of 5 minutes.
The literal love of my life. Don't shortchange this. He was everything to me.
I mean, he was a bit of a dick.
Did you communicate what you saw to the rest of the group, or did?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But like, it might have been a little bit hard to understand because it was more like, Dad.
Oh, brilliant! That's so good. Poor guy.
Poor me.
Poor guy. I guess his brother will never get found now.
I have a plan. Did they
Sounds
look
like his
similar?
brother wanted not to be found.
Yeah, probably not by that loser.
Lay down. Lay down.
Right. Okay. So, the cave. Well, now we've already spoken about what's outside the cave, and those kind of footsteps have disappeared. But as you've now woken up in a fresh day, you've had water, you've had a rest, you discover that there is a kind of a chamber within the cave of stone that's different from the natural stone around you. This one looks like it's been crafted, the stone, in this chamber. So it's not the natural stone walls of the cave. So someone's obviously created this separate chamber. And you can see that there's a kind of, I guess, a tunnel that goes from this first chamber to another area behind this cave. I guess it's up to you if you sort of decide to venture down there or not. I guess that's the first thing.
Is it dark?
It is. It is dark.
Can I cast light on my mace and kind of shine my mace into the tunnel a bit?
Absolutely can. Yeah.
Malcolm's been waiting to use this.
I know.
Can I go loot Paxton?
Yeah, of course you can.
I would like to try and take his armor.
Well, I mean, the armor is unusable.
Fuck!
fucking guy.
But as you loot his body, you discover. So obviously he had all of his stuff on him, like all the stuff for making a fire and all the other things. But you also find in his other bag, that he went back to get from the wagon, you find possessions of other travelers. He's stolen the possessions of lots of other travelers. You can find their various identifications. You can find like their various kind of like trinkets and things that he's kind of kept for himself in his bag. I mean, you can gasp, but you guys did the same.
I don't.
I mean, true.
I don't know this yet. He's still so pure. I love him.
We didn't steal people's IDs.
Well,
he was in a rush. He just took everything he could find, right?
Had a very big backpack to fill. Leave him alone.
Oh,
large package.
When you come back into the cave after your little looting, I'll mention to you, hey, should we try and crack open that box?
Yes. Okay. So, is there anything magical in his bag?
No.
Okay. I'll just leave it alone then, and I'll come back in.
Is there any possession that he may have had that I can remember him by?
No.
You're not the DM.
Yeah, he did actually. He had like, I guess it would be some kind of like a bracelet type thing.
It's mine now.
Okay, fine. It's a
Sorry.
It's a silver bracelet, and engraved on the bracelet is a name, but you can't read the language in which it's written.
It's probably stolen. Don't worry about it.
But
Who has the little language thingy?
I know where languages come
I'm
from.
not wasting it.
You do.
Okay, so what does this mean?
So what language is it?
So this will be, it's a form of Elvish.
Well, good thing I speak Elvish.
It's a good thing you speak Elvish.
Huzzah, there you go. So you can see that it is obviously the name. It is a name of a woman.
Ooh.
Yeah, and the name of the woman is Syndil, Syndil.
Maybe they just spelled my name wrong. This guy. Where's my pen?
Malvor again, just munching on rations. Yep, sounds about right.
Okay. But yeah, I would like to take a crack at the box that I grabbed.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is that small kind of small crate that you found, wasn't it?
Yes.
Let me just get back to that page. Okay, so you can try and use strength to open it. Okay. Wait, which one was this? Hold on, there was two boxes, right? You found one. No, wait, you found one and it had the thing inside, and then you found another one, didn't you? Oh, yeah, yes, the small box. Hold on. Where the hell was that? If I could find anything, it would be a miracle. Yeah, because you found the one already with the handwritten note.
Yes.
So what was this other one? Where did you find it again? You found it when you were searching inside the...
When I was searching the wagons.
Yeah, hold on. It's probably in here then. All these things to remember.
I think I get a little too invested in this. My heart is like tired.
Well, that's good. That means that you're having. That means that you're doing it right.
I'm just wondering when somebody else is going to have a severe attachment to a character that Mo just decides to seriously.
Hey, listen,
kill.
I didn't decide to kill.
I know.
The game decided to kill. Sometimes I decide, sometimes the game decides. Today
Like
it
when
was
you
the
said-
game.
When you decided to tell me that Frederick was dead when he wasn't.
Well, you know, it's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun to toy with your emotions. Where is that goddamn box?
This is going to be how you turn into the big bad evil guy. You're going to get so sick and tired of NPCs dying.
Yeah, precisely.
I went into this with the biggest heart. This is horrible.
Yeah, sturdy wooden treasure chest. You got that one already. Oh, God damn it. Ah, okay. Here we go. Yes. So this is the one. This is the one that you'll need to open. Now, you don't have any tools or anything, but you can use strength to try and open it.
Yes, which is 19.
Okay, perfect. So you managed to crack open this box, and inside there you find there's a dark kind of blue velvet pouch of silver coins. It's pretty good.
All right.
And a potion. A potion of growth. Now, choose how you want to use that.
Very nice.
Okay. But potion of growth basically means when you drink this potion, you gain the enlarge effect for.
It's too good, babe.
Exactly. For a set amount of time, you have to roll a d4, and that's how many hours you get that effect for. I think it basically is you become a character size larger. So if you're a medium character, you become a large character. If you're a large character, you become a fucking giant character. I'll double check that. Oh, right. Actually, yeah, your size doubles in all dimensions.
Ooh.
There you go.
Wow.
Back on someone's list.
Did you want to be on my list?
Oh my god, he thought he was done for. Someone was going to be sleeping on the couch tonight, but now.
I didn't know he was interested, to be honest. It's kind of like in real life.
Oh my god, it's amazing. Okay, so now we know that. That's what you've got. So the pouch of silver pieces, there's 10 silver pieces inside. So you can add that to your thing. You get to keep that. So on your log sheet for the adventurous log sheet, you get to keep that. Right. So what are you doing with this with the chamber in the cave?
Light on my mace. Poke my mace down the hole.
Okay. So as you do that, you can see that the tunnel that goes down, you can see that some of the walls are the natural stone, and other parts of the walls are like worked stone, and they have carvings and stuff on them. There is at the very end, and you can see it from where you are. There's an ice-covered door in the far kind of wall at the very end. And this, I mean, we can guess if you go more and more, you can see some more things. And beside the door, there's an abandoned camp. I mean, it's definitely abandoned. It looks like it hasn't been used in years.
I'm not going to push on by myself. I am going to turn to the rest of the group. Seeing mourning and rooting through a box and I don't know, I guess resting, eating, and kind of be like, hey guys, there's a tunnel here that seems to go to a door. Do we want to go and see what this is?
Firebolt to the ice door.
You can.
I have a stick we can poke at it with.
Let's do the firebolt thing.
Okay.
But your stick is lovely.
Thank you. I'm going to make it pretty later. It's going to be covered in blood later.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. So do you want to go ahead? You can do that. You can do it firebolt down the corridor into the door. That's totally fine.
Yep, love to do that.
All right. You just have to roll the damage for it, I guess, because it's a door. It can't really do a saving throw.
7.
Yeah, that's fine. So, I mean, the fire hits the door, but nothing happens.
Does the ice melt?
The ice does not melt. I mean, as you kind of, I mean, you'll have to get closer to investigate, but yeah, basically it stays absolutely untouched.
All right.
You want to use my stick now?
We can use your stick.
Pokey pokey.
All right, let's poke it.
Okay, so you move closer
Someone
to
else
the
who's
door.
taller with longer legs.
Okay, well, see, firstly, you're going to move closer to the door. So as you move
I'm
closer,
inching in slowly
So,
because I don't
yeah.
trust the door.
I'm gonna use the light on my mace so that it is well lit
Yeah.
in front of me, and kind of edge down slowly, checking for traps if possible.
okay. You want to roll a sort of investigation check for me if you're doing this?
Oh dear. That is a 5.
Yeah, I mean, you don't sense any traps.
Seems fine, guys.
Yep, you can carry on walking through.
I want to do my own now. Because
But do you
as
have any
cute as
reason
you
not to trust
are-
this guy who led you through the, you know,
He's the sweetest
the
baby
dangerous
angel. Why would you not
mountains?
trust
he is. He's very adorable, and I adore him. But I just
Have you-
don't trust the door.
Have you seen him eating his mutton? It's adorable.
He's my new best friend, but I just want to make sure none of us are gonna die.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Someone
Is
who
this
I won't mention.
Conversation going on within Malvor's. Can I hear them?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
But I
roll.
would
I'm
like
just
to roll an
like-
investigation as well, just
Mhm.
to assist.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm pretty sure mine was fine, but no, go ahead.
I got a 12.
Yeah, you also don't sense any trouble.
Okay.
For you, like,
I just wanted to double check.
yeah, I mean, that's absolutely fine. So as you go through the corridor, then to approach the door, you don't have any worries of traps. You can see these carvings on the side of the wall. You approach the door, and you can see that the door is made of white marble, and it has streaks of grey and blue in it, right? And there's writing at the kind of on the door. They're not in a language that either of you two understand.
Sounds about right.
Can I investigate to see what language it is?
Yeah, you can go ahead. You can see that it's Draconic.
Good thing I speak Draconic.
It's a really good thing that you are a man of languages.
What is draconic?
Dragons.
Oh, I was like, druids have their own language? That's so crazy. Got it, okay.
What does it say?
It says, protection of the leadership leads to mastery, but reserve your intellect for self-preservation. Your fortitude is due to your regeneration and absorption of sustenance. Awareness of insight leads to supreme intellect.
You said there was an abandoned camp as well.
There is.
But
Would you like
Does
to
he
see?
do we know what the door says since we didn't speak?
I will communicate what the door
Okay.
says.
Yeah, can you tell us what it says?
Come on now.
Dang.
Something about absorbing.
Absolutely. Okay, so the camp. So you want to take a look at the camp. Yeah, you can. You can see that there's a remnants. It's a very, very old camp. It has a fire pit with a bundle of old dry firewood, various camping supplies, and a backpack.
I would like to rummage through the backpack.
You absolutely can. Inside the backpack is a journal, very old and tattered journal, a leather pouch with various pebbles painted in various colors of sparkly paint.
Sparkles.
I can show you what that looks like. Maybe. I can't. But I mean, basically
Dimmer.
different pebbles of different colors.
I'm picturing polyhedral dice.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
but they're not. Because, I mean, I can show you very, very quickly. Hold on a second. It's just because there's, like, other stuff on the sheet. Pebbles. Pebbles of colours. Pebbles.
Okay, very cool.
I
Like
that
marbles
rainbow
and
one.
gems and all that. It looks like, but that's basically what it is. Okay. So in the journal, actually, you can see this because you've opened up the journal, or at least you have the access to the journal. So this is the journal of an archaeologist. And you can see he's... some of it doesn't make any sense.
So I'm going to read it out loud so that everyone...
Yeah. I mean, so you've got 9. Inside, he says there's 9 weird marble-sized rocks, and they're painted with sparkling paint that doesn't seem to fade. They're chipped in places, and plain grey rock shows through. But I've managed to decipher some knowledge about these various pebbles, and then he's written a list here, right? So you might want to make a note or something. The stone of protection appears to be the dusty rose prism shape.
Stone of what? I'm sorry.
Protection.
Okay, thank you.
The stone of fortitude appears to be the pink rhomboid shape pebble. Stone of regeneration is pearly white. The stone of leadership is pink and green. Is a pink and green marble, like as in like round sphere marble. The stone of supreme intellect is a clear marble. The stone of reserve is vibrant purple. The stone of insight is incandescent blue.
What was the last one?
Insight.
Thank you.
The stone of absorption is pale lavender of an ellipsoid shape. I like the word ellipsoid.
What color was it? Lavender?
Pale lavender. Aye, aye. And finally, the stone of sustenance is a clear spindle, it says. I guess a spindle shape. So he also says there are other stones. He says there must be stones of self-preservation, intellect, awareness, and mastery, but they must be somewhere else in the cave. He has a few notes about them. He says, well, I mean, we can get to these later if you find the stones, but it's like a whole other thing about like what the stones may or may not look like.
So once I've read those things, I'll say, hey, didn't you say the door said something about absorption? And one of these pebbles is absorption?
Yes, it did.
Absolutely. Protection of the leadership leads to mastery, but reserve your intellect for self-preservation. Your fortitude is due to your regeneration and absorption of sustenance. Awareness of insight leads to supreme intellect.
Boy, that covers a lot of stones.
Yes.
Can we look at the door to see if it has, like, holes to put stones in or something?
Okay. Good. Right. So what you do find, beside, I think it's beside the door. Yeah, there are small holes. And funnily enough, these holes kind of look a little bit like the stones.
All right.
Well then.
Let's start shoving stones in holes.
So yeah,
In the
using
square hole. Thank you guys for understanding that.
journal as a guide and the pedestal or whatever the holes are on, can I kind of dish out stones to everyone and we put them in and see what holes are left?
Yeah,
There'll
you
be
can
holes
do.
left for the ones we're missing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess we need to find 3 more stones?
There are the missing stones. There are 4 missing stones.
Oh, I only have
4.
3 down. I think you only listed 3.
Really? Let me check the journal.
The sustenance, self-preservation, mastery.
Awareness and mastery.
Oh.
Self-preservation, intellect, awareness, and mastery. Those are the 4 that the archaeologist worked out were missing. And he has an idea of what they may or may not look like. But you've got to find them first.
The last time we were in a cave where there was some jerk messing around with the stones, we got ambushed by zombies.
Mm-hmm.
We got to meet Chad. That was a pretty good story.
Like undead zombies?
Yes.
Those would be the ones.
Yeah.
Huh. Don't think I've
I
ever
feel
seen
like
any
I
of
want to
those.
put my walking stick
You
up and get
wanna?
my rapier out just in case.
Was it the same as this? Or
Not-
just similar?
Quite. It was similar enough to.
We're
Have a
on
little
guard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
We've been burned before.
So
Can I cast light on multiple things at the same time, or is it concentration?
I think it might be concentration, your one.
Doesn't say there's one action. I'm wondering if I can give each of us a lit object so that we can search.
Well, I think Kasil and Selwyn can see in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Ali, or the nurse, I cannot. I forgot my name.
But Narissa cannot see in the dark.
I
I will
could
cast
just
light on
hang
your
out.
stick.
Oh, thank you.
You
I
can
was
see in the dark,
I was
right?
gonna hang
Yeah.
out with you.
I can, but seeing in the dark and light are
Yeah.
tiny bit different.
You can see, everything because dim for you, basically. Not the best searching, but it's still okay. Right. So you've got these other 2 stones to search for, and there are 2 paths down the tunnel that lead into darkness.
I'm going left.
Should we split up?
Absolutely not.
I
Go
don't
left
think
then.
we should.
Some of us don't have very good strength.
Yeah. Plus, some of us are tiny.
So
I want
you're
to stick with someone who's tall.
so you're sticking together?
I think it might be for the best unless somebody else
Yeah.
has any ideas.
Yeah? You good? I mean,
Myself
Malvol, you can go off on your own if you need, buddy.
No. I want to stick with the group and
Myself and Pog bring up the rear.
Okay.
I'm followed by someone who's tall, so like the light's going with us just in case.
Okay, that's fine. So you head down the left passageway. And Kasil is clearly in the lead here. And it kind of opens up. Sorry. As you go down the passageway, it kind of opens up into a large cavern. The ceiling's about, I'd say, 20 feet high. and you can see, I guess, what's the best way to describe what you're seeing? Let me get the sheet. Whoops. What did I just do?
Mo!
Sorry.
Mo is having connectivity issues.
I've removed everybody. Hold on. Are you all back?
It's
Can you all
not
see me?
just me
So no.
now.
I just
Finding what we see.
hit refresh by accident. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
the sheet kind of the hand there. The thing hit the refresh. Okay.
It's just me again then.
Yeah. So what you see? What's the best way to describe? Aha! Here you go. It's tiny. Oh, you know what? Let's see if I can bring up a picture of it. That might help. Sometimes I wish they would like have little pictures. Okay, so what you're seeing is kind of like a small creature, right? Flying. Well, not just one, a few small creatures, and they're flying, and they have lots of eyes, right? They've got like a big eye in the middle, a mouth, and then little tentacles coming out of their heads with eyes. And they're kind of floating near the top of the ceiling, 20 feet up, and they appear to be fighting over what looks like a couple of stones. They, at the moment, are engaged with each other, don't notice you approach, but can everyone roll dexterity for me, and let's see how loud you're being.
19.
Mm-hmm.
6.
Mm-hmm.
7.
Mm-hmm.
13.
Okay. They hear you approach, and as they do, they kind of look at you. I guess there's two of them as they kind of like floating up in the sky, fighting over these stones. They stop their fighting. The stones fall to the floor, and they kind of look at you and head towards you. Can you all roll initiative for me? And I will set up an encounter while we do this.
16.
19.
9.
3.
Cool.
Ooh, buddy.
Oh, I mean, this is only initiative. It doesn't really matter too much.
This is a complete turnaround from the last time we played, and I was rolling legitimate ones the entire time.
We're going to call this... Okay.
Well, my friends who I play D&D with, who I'm their GM, they bought me these dice. So it would explain why they roll badly.
Always.
Just whispering curses into them before handing them.
Better cleanse those. May I suggest sage? No.
Okay. Let me just remove some characters and add some characters. Hold on a second. Who isn't here? Dawn is not here.
Dawn.
And Cordelia Pants is not here. Okay.
Yeah, in my head, Dorn and Cordelia are having like a little thing going on while they're not here with us. What are they up to?
Okay.
I
Let's
just
quickly
want to
run this.
say, guys, this bread is really good.
Is that giant bread really good? Okay, can everyone just tell me their initiatives again in order? Narissa?
Oh, shit.
9.
I don't remember
9.
what you said, but it should be listed.
Kaisel's 19.
Okay.
I think mine was 15.
15. Malvor?
3.
3. And let's get the monsters, their initiatives. Okay, brilliant. Let's start this. Okay, so first we're going to get Kasil going.
It just can't be anything other than Firebolt.
Of course, because it's your standard go-to.
What? Don't you want to? Okay.
They're multi-eyed tentacle creatures.
I mean, I'm a
They're
little
not friendly. He
interested.
set up an encounter.
What if they're squishy? What if they're rushing to hug us?
Okay, so they just need to do the Constitution saving throw. Okay, which one are you aiming for? The one on the left or the one on the right?
We'll go with the one on the left.
There's
Okay.
only 2?
There's only 2.
Oh, okay. I thought there were 3.
Yeah, so you get the one on the left. That's fine. You hit them. What's the damage?
1.
I mean, it's better than none, I suppose.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I don't need to put this on the map. I mean, it could do, but I mean, there's really no point. There's 2 enemies. This is a waste.
Yeah.
Okay, then do you want to move or do anything else?
I will start backing up behind somebody that has close range attacks.
Well, I guess the only person you could hide behind really is Malvor because everyone else is way smaller than you.
We'll go with that.
Okay, awesome.
So now I'm in front.
Selwyn, it's your turn. Now remember, you have advantage on attack rolls currently because you're mad. And these are monsters. These are not animals, so you don't have any sympathy toward them at all.
It's like you know who you're talking to, and you feel like you have to reiterate these things.
I do.
So
I need to tell you.
crazy.
I just need to make sure you're aware.
I can't remember how decent Thorn Whip is.
It could be decent if you get a good roll.
Yeah.
As with everything.
Because in my head, cantrips are not as powerful as like the other spells. Is that inaccurate?
No, it's genuinely accurate, but I guess it depends on like what it can do, right? And what it's like. Firebolt, for example, is a cantrip, but it's this extremely powerful cantrip.
Okay,
Thorn Whip is a pretty decent cantrip, to be fair.
I'll use Thorn Whip on the one on the right.
The one on the right. Okay. Do you want to? You remember, you get an advantage. So do you want to
Yes.
roll that and see how that goes?
Ooh. And there's no like plus. It's just what I roll.
Yeah,
For this
it's
one?
just what you. Well, I
Even
mean, if
though
you know,
I have a plus 4
it
next
is a
to the
it is a
Thorn
plus
Whip.
4. Yeah. No, this one
Okay.
is this one is a plus 4.
Okay. Finger math. Sorry.
So,
Oh shoot, that was 9. Okay, so I got an 8 was my highest.
okay, the 8 overall. 8 was the
Yeah.
highest roll. Okay, no, that doesn't do anything. Thorn Whip does not manage to even reach the guys. I guess you tried 2 times,
did.
but
Yeah,
nothing
it was a
happened.
3, so.
So now the giant eyeball on the left, the one that Kasil hit, is coming after Kasil. It's going to attack with, well, eye rays from its eyes. Can you do a wisdom saving throw for me, please, Kasil?
22.
Whoa, nice. Okay, so that's okay. But let's just see. It shoots 2 magical eyes, blah, 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 choosing 1 target. So you must succeed or this happens. So you actually succeed. So you don't even take any damage. You're okay. Nothing happens to you. You're absolutely
Good.
fine.
I
You
don't
don't even
have
take
any armor.
half. So you're totally fine.
I think any of us do.
Yeah. Narissa, it's your
None of
turn.
us have armor.
Okay. I really have nothing to do, so I'm gonna ready my rapier
Hmm.
and kind of tuck myself.
Do you not
in
have
close to
a Do you not have a
wall.
crossbow or something?
That was Cordelia.
Ah,
I have
yeah.
one.
Yeah, no, I don't have one. I just have a dagger, a rapier, and my stick.
The
Well, fair
glowy
enough.
stick.
I mean, you
Throw
can
a
always try
dagger.
throw a dagger if you wanted to. It's an
Ooh.
option. It's an
I've
option.
never done that, so yeah.
I mean, it all depends on what you get, right? Don't forget you have inspiration.
I do.
Can I ask what inspiration does again? Does it just add?
You get to roll again.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Very cool.
Okay, so I rolled a 14 to throw.
Yeah, no, that you would be fine. That would actually hit. Your dagger would attack.
And then that's a 1d4
Yeah.
hit.
1d4 damage. Yeah, so you can roll the d4 and plus whatever the damage bonus is.
A 4 for damage.
A 4 for damage. Nice. That which one was that? The one on the left? The one on the right? Who did you hit?
Let me go for the right.
Okay.
Since that's the last word I could hear you.
Yeah, that's fine. So you managed to stick the dagger into one of its tentacly eyes, and the dagger is now lodged inside the eye, and you hear that squishy eyeball noise as the dagger kind of penetrates the eye, and this clear eye juice just splats out everywhere, landing on the floor, but doesn't hit you guys because you guys are far enough away that it's okay. So now is that guy. That guy's obviously pissed, coming straight for you, and it actually descends down, flies down to come and bite you. And it does bite you. But because it's such a tiny creature, it doesn't actually do much damage. You only take 1 damage, even from this bite. So it's not the end of the world.
Yay.
Yay. So it was pissed, and as it obviously bites you, like, you know, it's right there, and it's like with its dagger still in its eye coming at you, one of its eyes, one of its tentacled eyes. Brilliant. So Malvo, it's your turn next.
So there's one in melee range now.
Yes, one right beside you.
And I feel like other people have got range covered with their firebolts and thorn whips and whatnot.
I would say that's probably realistic.
I'm going to take a punt with my mace.
Nice.
At this one that is next to us. So I'm going to lift my mace up and be like, "The light of the morning, Lord, smite you. Smite you? Smitten you? I don't know. I'm not good at this. It's new." And
Smoted.
Smoted.
You are so precious. I'm keeping this one.
We love CG.
I decided to do this in D&D Beyond. It's a 17 plus 3, so 20.
Yeah, nice. Does hit.
And the damage is 3 total.
Nice. Okay, so
I've not been saying the right name. Sorry.
what, Malvo?
I've been saying Malville.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. You can call it Melville next. Melville. Yeah, so you swing that mace and you take out one of its other eyes. Really nice, satisfying squidgy noise as you smash the mace into its eye. And now the eye obviously spitting out all the clear juice right over Nerissa, who's standing right there. So this eye juice is just like right over.
Swing, I'm like, oh,
yeah,
sorry.
Yeah. Should have been a bit more careful with that one.
I'm gonna pat him
that's
very
fine.
gently on the leg and be like, "It's okay, I still like you.
It's my first time fighting monsters.
It's true, yeah.
You're doing great, sweetie."
Kasil, it's on you, buddy.
How close are they right now?
So you've
They're
got one
like
which
right
is,
up.
yeah, one is quite close to you, and the other one's still up in the sky. The one that you initially hit with the fireball is still up in the sky. The other one is now down at the ground, kind of within 10 feet from you.
Okay, I will use my short bow and shoot the one that's still up in the sky.
Mm-hmm. Sure, go ahead. Just go for that attack.
Just the damage.
No, you need to roll for the attack first, and then we'll see if it hits.
10.
It does not hit. Your bow
Wow.
arrow misses, flies by the side of it. It kind of looks at you now with its eyes hissing. But Selwyn's turn next.
So it's actively coming closer and closer.
It's
Is
not
this
moving yet.
happening? The one in the sky.
The
is
one in
not
the sky is not moving yet. No, it's not its
Okay.
turn. But it
and the other
may do.
one is on the floor but still not dead.
The other one's besides floating in the air beside you, like over Nerissa. It has a dagger in one eye, and the other eye is lying, like floating limp beside it. as it's been smashed by a mace.
I feel
I
like
still
those
want
two
my
are
dagger
just.
back.
I think those two have got the one next to them. I'm gonna try Thorn Whip again.
Sure. I mean, you've got the
Up to one in
advantage.
the
Why not?
sky. Okay, 10 plus, what was it? 4?
Mm-hmm.
14.
Yeah, that will
and-
hit, but you can roll it again because you get the advantage.
Okay, so the 14 was my higher.
Okay, so you hit. Now, what's your damage with your Thorn Whip? Whip.
And that's still D20?
No, so the
No.
spell's damage increases by 1d6 when you reach 5th level. So at the moment, I think it's 1d6. So if you roll a 1d6, and let's see what that is.
What? Yeah. 5.
5 damage. Nice, nice, nice. So that Thorn Whip, 5 damage to the one in the sky. So that Thorn Whip kind of like rises from the ground, shoots up at the creature and wraps one of its eyes around with its, I guess it's like a vine, but embedded with thorns, and squeezes. And so the thorns just piercing the eye, slice it in half. And so you see this like eyeball sliced in half, kind of drop to the floor, the other one hanging limp off the tentacle as it floats in the sky. Angrily now comes charging down towards you. And it tries to bite you, but misjudges how short you are, and kind of just goes straight over your head and goes behind you, missing. And Nerissa, it's your turn next.
Narissa.
She can't hear us.
Yeah.
Oh, is it my turn finally?
Yes.
Sorry.
No,
I
you're
froze
good.
again, so I've been trying to look at chat to catch
You're
up.
okay. You're all good.
So I want to try and stab at the one. I'm going to grab my rapier and try and stab at the one that has my sword in it,
Yeah,
or my
yeah,
dagger.
it's floating right above you. You can absolutely go ahead and do that.
Okay. I'm already covered in its goop. Why not get it even more messy?
Yeah, like eye juice. I wouldn't say goop. Like
Big
tears,
difference.
like
I was
tears.
like, get it right.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a 13.
That will hit.
Okay. And then that's a D8 plus 3, a 10 to hit, for damage.
Oh, nice. I mean, where are you putting this rapier?
I'm going to go I'm going to be gross and going to try and stab it in its one still wonky eye.
And
try and
it's
go all
got
the
its
way through.
it's got its main eye on its main body.
Yeah.
It still has 2
I
other
want
tentacle
that.
eyes, but you can take its main eye out. Absolutely
want the
fine.
main
You
eye.
kind of like you jump. You have to jump a little bit to
that's
reach,
fine.
but you jump a little bit and you go upward thrust straight into its eye, like right in the center of it, and it's like twisting the rapier as you go in, and it kind of like I guess it screams in pain, its mouth like, and just the eye, as you pull out the rapier, the eye hole where it pierced kind of opens up, flooding you with eye juice as it falls to the floor in front by your feet, and you can now remove your dagger from its other eye and re-equip your dagger, should you wish. And that brings us to Malvor.
I do want my dagger back. Sorry. I'm having to listen through my phone.
I know.
It's really not that bad of a delay, though, so that's good.
I think I'm going to take a leaf out of Nerissa's book
Okay.
because
Yeah.
I don't want to use my big boy spell
Mm-hmm.
on this creature, and I don't have many spell slots. So
It's
I'm gonna
beside
shoot the
you
dagger
now.
at it.
Yeah.
Oh, is it the one?
Well, yeah,
the
because
other
it
one
came down. It came down to
Oh,
attack
you're
Selwyn
right. It did,
and
yes,
missed.
yes, yes.
So it's within 10 feet of you.
So we're going with the lit mace again.
Nice.
And this time I'll kind of go. I don't feel like I should say a thing every time I do this. So I'll take a little pop at it.
Bop.
Just start spitting on the mace and then flap. I'm getting pissed.
The
That
bop
is
is
a
good.
15
It's a good bop.
And damage. is another 3.
Good hit. It's still there. It's still squealing and it's still angry, but it doesn't have a chance to react because it's Kasel's turn.
All right, I will use my breath weapon.
Nice.
And
Can you target that? Or do you know you have people all around you, right?
yeah,
It's a cone.
okay. What is a cone? Mm-hmm. Does it say how big of a cone?
I think is it 15 feet?
15 feet, I think, for Dragonborn.
Yeah. Well, that's what it says for range. Can I get the one on the ground without?
What I mean, what
Getting
else do
anybody
you
else?
what else do you have? You've got your breath weapon.
I could use.
You've got a quarterstaff.
Yeah,
You can use that.
yeah. I'll
Do
do
you have any-
that.
Cantrips that are like shocking touch, burning touch, icy touch, anything like that?
Firebolt he's got.
Firebolt's the only one that I've got, which I could use. I'll use Firebolt.
Why not? It's such
Why
a good
not?
one. All right, go for Firebolt. Let's see how that
Fuck.
works out. No chance. Unfortunately, not. Not a Firebolt today, everyone. But that's okay because now it's Selwyn's turn.
All
it's
right.
It's right near you, so
I don't have great strength.
Hey, while she's taking her turn, I'm gonna restart my page one more
Yeah,
time,
sure.
and also get some earphones to try and listen in through my phone.
sure.
So they're both right in range of us.
There's only one now,
Oh,
right behind you.
I missed that. Okay. Cool. I think I would like to. I think I'd like to use my dagger.
Oh yeah, nice.
Never used my dagger.
Never even tried to use my dagger. Go for it.
And
So you just rolled the d20 plus 3? Yeah, that's right.
okay. And I don't have advantage on
You do.
this?
You still have advantage.
Oh,
It's an attack
good.
roll.
Okay.
You're still heartbroken.
8. I'm very heartbroken. Woo! Okay. 18, 19, 20, 21.
Yeah, then that's fine. Now you roll. It's a d4 plus 1 for the damage.
D4.
Mm-hmm.
This bad boy. 2.
Yeah, that's all right. You still hurt it.
Okay.
You still stabbed it. I mean, it's its turn now. It's its turn now, and it will try and attack you, but it's severely damaged. Its eyes not working very great. It misses you again. It really just can't seem to attack. But Nerissa's turn now, so let's see what Nerissa does when the lag catches up to her.
Somebody just squish this thing. Just step on it.
Okay. I'm gonna grab my dagger and I'm gonna try and throw it at the only surviving one.
Well, you don't need to
I'm
throw.
just
It's
trying to aim for whatever I can.
It's right
yeah,
next
it's
to you.
right next to you.
Oh, it's right in front of me? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm still catching up. I'm sorry. Well, then I don't want to throw it. I'm just going to use my rapier and try and poke at it some more.
Go for it.
Okay. So it's an 8.
No chance.
This thing is so annoying.
It's so annoying. Everyone keeps missing it, or it keeps missing you. But Malvor, you're going to finish it off now. Come on.
Am I though?
Yeah.
What's the
Souls
situation
of
in the
blood.
room?
What's
There's
the
more of them, right?
No, this is it. This is literally the last guy.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
all
thought
you've
there
been
were more
fighting.
in the sky.
No. There's just these two. You guys are having enough
yes.
trouble with these two. You want
I
more?
will, try and give it another bop with the mace.
Yeah, you can.
18.
Good hit.
Yo.
6 damage.
Dead. Finally dead. Okay. You've got rid of these got rid of these horrible eye monsters, and there are 2 stones lying on the floor.
I would like to
What
go
do they look like?
pick them up.
Ooh, what do they look like? I'll tell you. Now, you have a journal entry that can describe some of what they're not, which I can tell you. But these stones are... One is silver in color, and the other one is 2 different colors. It's like a mix of 2 different colors. And let's see if there's any other information. I wonder if it says which 2 colors. Haha. Oh, and it's round. It's a sphere. So it's a mix of 2 different colors and a sphere.
Can we compare these against the journal entry?
Yes. So it says here that I guess the only thing that really matches with the journal entry is the stone of self-preservation is silvery. The other thing it says is the 2-color stone is a sphere. The other thing it says is the stone of intellect is a mixture of 2 colors.
I think that we might have 2 of our 4 stones.
That would make sense.
Is there anything else in this little hollow?
No. This is literally a dead cave just with these 2 things and those stones. There is nothing else going on around here.
Cool.
Can we put them in my pockets as...
Well, if we're going back up to the top anyway to go down the right side, we should pop these into the door.
Yeah. Agree.
Before we go down the other tunnel, I would suggest maybe we try and stealth.
Good idea.
Yeah.
We don't learn lessons here.
Okay.
It's a thing that I learned at the academy. You know.
So
Yeah.
as you so you're going down the other one going stealth, so I need all of you to do stealth check for me before you start your journey off, and let's see how that goes.
Natural 1.
Nice, of
Oh,
course.
buddy.
It's
I
always
got
one.
an 8.
8, okay.
And it's +0 as well, so it is just a fat one.
Nice.
They told
12.
us the word, they didn't really tell us how to do it.
They're like, you got to do this, but we're not going to tell you how.
You're just supposed to know.
Okay. So I think overall, even like, it doesn't matter what you all have, Malvor here is super keen on being stealthy, so keen that in fact they make the most amount of noise, clanging everything that they possibly have, like their mace just swinging around, smashing against the wall every now and then, just like...
I know what I'm doing. As I'm going down the cave, I'm like, so this is how you do it, guys. You've got to be really quiet. Okay, everybody, just sort of creep down and then dabble along like this.
I just imagine a toddler going, everybody
Yes.
Yeah. Amazing. Just like that. So when you do actually then get into the tunnel, it is no big surprise that that the 2 skeletons that are there are very aware of your presence, and whatever happens, they get the initial attack. So if you just all roll your initiative, it won't matter for them because they're going to go first regardless.
Golly. What is going on here?
I got a 5.
Oof.
You got me beat.
Got an 11.
Yeah. Narissa's waiting to catch up.
Yes. or if we froze for a second and she doesn't know what we're doing.
No, but I think she's listening on stream, is she not?
Yeah.
It's a 22.
Oh, wow.
Sorry. You're okay.
Right, well, either way, our skeletons are going to go first. They're going to get there.
It froze for a moment. Sorry.
That's all right. They're going to go first, and obviously the person in the front is Malvor. So they're first, as soon as Malvor kind of opens up into the sort of cavern entrance, because they heard you guys coming from 50 feet away, they're there ready at the entrance to slice up.
Can these creatures be blinded?
They cannot, for they do not have eyes.
I
My
like
reaction
that.
is utterly useless.
I mean, well, technically, it's not part of their immunities, so they could technically be blinded. But in my head, they're skeletons and they don't have eyes. So what would you
Yeah, it
blind?
makes sense.
Yeah. So sometimes I'm just like, but this has worked to your advantage this time. For they do not have eyes, and so both of them missed you when they tried to hit you. So you're okay. Let's put that down to the fact that they don't have eyes. But they
If
also
they
don't have
don't have-
ears. So I don't know how they
That
heard
was my
you.
next question.
Do you know how they hear you?
I would
Magic.
like to know.
Magic.
Big brain
they,
move.
they feel it in their bones. That's what it is.
I'm like, right, that was a really good, successful stealth, guys. I'm so proud. Oh my god.
It's going to be Nerissa's turn first to attack the skeletons.
Skeletons.
I love the delayed laughter. That's my favorite thing.
Alrighty. I'm grabbing my rapier and I'm gonna try and just start swiping whatever I can to get it away from me and from my new little friend.
Little.
Go. What's the roll? 2. Yeah, no.
There's only the 2 skeletons, Mo?
There's only the 2 skeletons and you roll a 2? Yeah, that's not happening. But now it's back to the skeleton because they have the highest thing. So the first one is going to go and hit Nerissa, and the second one is going for Malvor. Now, Malvor, just remind me, what's your AC again, buddy?
13.
13. So that one will hit. So they both hit. And what's the damage they're going to do? So Nerissa's going to take 4 damage. Malvor's taking 5 damage.
Ouch.
Ouch indeed. So you just note that on your sheet so I know where we're at. Malvor has very little health because you are a level 1 character. But you're also the healer of the group, so let's hope you survive. Selwyn, it's your turn next.
Okay. Hold on, I'm just reading something super quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I would like to. Are the skeletons close to each other?
Yeah.
I would like to use entangle on that area.
Yeah,
They're still
sure.
walking towards us.
Yeah, they're right. The entrance, the front entrance of the thing.
Okay, and this is 17. And I don't think I have, but I get an advantage, right?
I mean, yeah, but I think you're all right. But yeah, you should. I mean, I think for this, they have to do a saving throw, so you don't actually have to roll for it. They have to save against it.
Okay.
And for them, it's a strength saving throw. Now they are skeletons, so yeah, they both fail. They are both entangled. They are hella entangled. How much damage do they take on being entangled? I don't know if they take any, do they? They just can't move.
I think.
Yeah, they're stuck.
Okay.
They're restrained,
How
they
about
can't
boys?
move. Nice.
Okay.
So in this case, you guys will all get advantage on your attacks against them because they're rooted to spot. So if you're doing any attack that they could try and dodge, they can't really dodge. So I'll give you all advantage against them. So the next move is Malvor's.
If I try and move back from the one that's within melee from me, does he get a strike?
No, he's not going to be able to do anything.
Cool. So I'm going to move back,
Mhm.
so I'm no longer within slashy distance. And there's going to be a spark of anger from Malvor at that attack. And Malvor is going to unleash a guiding bolt at this, which is divine as well.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping maybe that does something. At this one that attacked him. And that is a 15 to hit.
Hits.
And an 18 damage.
What? 18 damage?
Like,
Well, yeah, it's
he's
46.
pissed off.
I mean,
So
that motherfucker's dead, mate. And as it drops to the ground, opens its hand and a stone rolls out, lands at your feet.
Nice. I hold my symbol, I look at the one that hit me, and I just go, "Fuck you!"
In the name of the Lord.
As you do.
And then I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. That was a bit of an outburst."
That's amazing. I love it. So yeah, you get a stone. Okay, Kaysel, your turn next.
All right, I am gonna cast Magic Missile.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, what is that?
Just an insta hit. You don't have to worry about anything, right?
Yeah, and so that's 2 damage per dart, and obviously all 3 are going to the same guy.
Yeah, all 3 are going at the same guy. So it's going to be 6 damage. Nice. I mean, it's still standing. Few broken bones, but you know, it's still there. Entangled though, so it can't move. And it's going to be Nerissa's turn next. Now, Nerissa, when it's your turn, you're going to get advantage on your roll.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna use my rapier and I want to knock one of their heads off just to make sure like it's done.
Sure.
And it's a nat 20.
Oh, double damage then. Let's go.
And so okay.
Nerissa's
So that's
damage.
a 5 and a 9.
You can only add the modifier to one of those though, yeah? So the +3, you can only add to one of those. Is that what you did?
Okay, then I'll do it with the 9.
Oh, no, so that's, yeah, okay, that's fine. So you've got the 9, and then the other one was a 5, so it will be a 2.
Okay,
Yeah?
so redo it.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's all good.
Okay.
So I'll put that down. 11 in total, and the head flies off. It's dead. The stone falls to the floor. So you got them both. These 2 were easy to dispatch compared to the last 2 you guys had to deal with. Those floaty eyeball creatures. Yeah. You guys did well on this one, which is perfect. So now you get 2 more stones. And the stones that you get are... One of them is... I'm trying to find the right... Okay. So interestingly enough, you do not have any information about these 2 stones. You just have them, but you don't know what they are. There's no information in the book about these 2 stones. I'm just trying to see if there's any description of them. So hold on, let me just tell you. One of them is a rhomboid shape, is what you know. And you don't have any other information. That's it.
Is it pink when we look at it?
Is it pink when you look at it? The rhomboid one?
Yeah.
It is not. Oh, it might be actually. Hold on. I'm trying to see because it doesn't even tell me. So this is what's really weird about it.
My notes say Stone of Fortitude, pink rhomboid.
You already have that.
Oh, those we already had.
Yeah.
So this is a different rhomboid.
The ones that I told you already are the ones you already have.
Oh, duh.
Right?
My brain wasn't connecting those dots.
So the ones I already told you on that list are the ones you already have. So these are the ones, these 4 that you don't have. Some of the information you have, some of the information the archaeologist doesn't have. But now you're in possession of all of the stones that match the wall. So I guess like you will know, looking at the wall and the stones you have, kind of which fits in where. So, I mean, fitting the stones in is fine. I guess it all depends on how they're fit in.
So as we're heading back down the thing, I'll be like, I'm so sorry, guys. That was a real outburst. I just don't like undead. You know, as clerics, we're very anti-undead.
I can't say I blame you.
I have a quick tech question.
Yeah.
If I was to share my screen in my Discord for Alicia, do you think she'd be able to hear everything more quickly, or would it just cause more problems?
I think she'd be able to hear everything.
And that way she could respond in less time?
Yeah, potentially.
All right, I can give that a go, but if it's too complicated, we don't have to work on it.
She might just hear double, or I don't know if we'll be able to hear, or something. I don't know. It might work.
I think she would just have to... She can't hear this page anyway, so she would just have to mute your stream.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give that a go.
Okay, that would make sense.
We can continue as I do it.
Yeah. So I guess now you guys just have to decide with the door diagram in front of you and the various symbols. I'll put it there. I don't know if you can even see that or not. It might still be quite small. Hold on, let me just switch to the other one.
Who's smart?
Kaesel.
Is Kaesel smart?
I have 15 plus 2. Oh, I can't say that. I'm reasonably intelligent.
I can't say that.
Right, so you can see the various shapes. So you know, like, basically you have a stone that matches all of those shapes, right? And effectively you know -1 stone, which you could probably work out because you have all the other stones and you know what they all look like, what the last stone is. I guess the question is, what order do you put them in?
We order them against the poem on the door.
So what do you mean?
So as you go through, it gives an order.
Oh, all right. Sorry, the poem on the door.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to put them in the order that the poem is on the door.
Yeah.
That. Hold on a second. Let me switch this over for a moment. So let's read that again if we have it here, which I believe I do. Protection of the leadership leads to mastery, but reserve your intellect for self-preservation. Your fortitude is due to your regeneration and absorption of sustenance. Awareness of insight leads to supreme intellect. Alicia's good.
Yeah.
So if you...
Sorry.
It's all right, don't apologize. So if you're putting them in order, Then we've got the Stone of Protection. Stone of...
Yep.
After the Stone of Protection is Leadership.
Leadership.
Yeah, then...
Mastery, which we don't have any information on.
But it'll be the one you don't know.
Yeah, so we
That
can do
makes
that one out for the
sense.
time being.
Yeah. And then Reserve. After Reserve is Intellect, Self-Preservation, then Fortitude, Regeneration, Absorption of Sustenance, Awareness of Insight, and Supreme Intellect. Well, that is the correct answer. That is the way in which to open the door, so we don't have to worry about matching every single gem to everything because you found all the gems. You know which ones are which. We don't have to sit and like work it all out. But that is the way. Kaysel, you can get an inspiration for your intelligence in working that out, which is totally fine. So once you've dropped them into the holes in the correct order, the door will open. It slides open with the grinding of stone. The grand entry room is covered with faded frescoes of life and magic in the Netheril Empire. A heartbeat later, there is a pulse of arcane energy. And you see Paxton's name appear on the wall in sticky blood and then quickly vanishes. You, I guess, can now choose to go forward or stay where you are.
I'm like, wait, is that the name of the dead guy?
Real quick,
Dare you?
we don't know anything about Paxton's brother. Who wrote the journal?
You don't know. It's some dead.
It does. It's
No,
not
it doesn't.
signed or
It doesn't.
anything?
No. It's just all in tatters. Like the only things that you could read were all that was made out in the few pages that were kind of like legible.
Okay. Well, I will enter the room. Nope. I would like to check for traps.
Redacted quickly.
Oh yeah. Nice. You can do an investigation check for me.
All right. Why did I even try?
I mean, the door opens, and the first thing you kind of see is a stone bridge. Underneath the bridge, it's covered in fog, so you can't really see much anyway. There's not really a lot more information. I guess the room is quite wide, probably about 70 to 80 feet wide. It's about 60 feet from where you are to the end of the bridge to the other end of the room. The ceiling's about 30 feet high. You don't know how deep the pit is because of the fog that's kind of lined there. But the stone bridge is quite wide. Of the room that's 75 feet long, the stone bridge is about 10 feet, so two people could walk side by side quite easily across that. It's dark, but you see it dimly lit. And then whatever light is coming, when the mace is lit with its magical light, you can see something.
Now as well.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Can I go up to where the name appeared? Is that still there, or did that
No,
disappear?
it vanished very, very quickly. Like it was on the far wall. It kind of was like a blast of magical energy, and you kind of see the name written on the wall and then taken away again. You can see now. What's everyone's passive intelligence? What's your passive? It should be on your sheet. It'll be a number. It'll say passive intelligence or passive wisdom.
14.
14. Yeah, Nerissa's a 12. Selwyn's a 14 as well. And what's yours, Malvo?
Alicia, can you hear Derek and myself now?
11.
Yes,
Okay.
I can.
So everyone else except Malvo, kind of you notice. I mean, you all notice there are lots of carvings and sort of various engraved depictions on the walls around you of various warriors, mages, all kinds of these things, and you notice that all of them, for some reason, all of these depictions have their right hand missing. Don't know why, but all of them have their right hand missing. So anyway, that's basically where you're at.
So whilst they're all looking at those, I'm just kind of looking down into the pit, kicking pebbles or dust or dirt or whatever off the bridge.
Can you do a wisdom check for me?
Okay.
Oh.
11 plus 4, 15.
So as you kind of kick these pebbles down into the pit, some of the stones, kind of the force of them moves the fog away, and you very briefly see kind of moving in the bottom of the pit are many sort of severed hands crawling like creatures, just all below this layer of a fog just in the pit. You definitely don't want to fall down that pit, for sure.
Yeah, I'll tell the group that. I'll
maybe
say,
you should do that.
Guys, there's like a bunch of disembodied hands down there.
Hands.
Firebolt. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I love it.
Alicia, I might be able to fix this problem.
Can I tell the origin of the engravings?
You let me just check actually. Let's see if it's something that is known or unknown. Okay, so I tell you what you do know. You don't know any of it sort of personally, but you are aware that some of the depictions on this wall are some famous mages, being a student of the arcane mastery as you are. Yes?
Can I just have Alicia talk real quick to make sure she's not
Sure.
hearing double anymore?
Yeah.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Perfect. So, so you can tell that these depictions, some of them are quite sort of famous, well-known mages.
All right. And so the only things really in this room other than the engravings are the pit and the bridge.
To the other side, which then opens up into another room, I guess. There's like a doorway on the other side.
All right. Can we see through the doorway, or is the fog blocking it?
No, there's no fog in the doorway, but it's very far and it's very dark. So until you kind of approach closer, you won't really be able to see what's going on.
I don't want to be the first one across the bridge because I weigh more than everybody.
I love the kind of caution over the bridge.
I'm going to say, I don't suppose we could take a short rest before we cross.
You can have a short or a long rest. In fact, where you are right now,
I like this. This is good.
you can have a long
Yeah,
rest.
I think it'd be the best thing for us.
Let's do the long rest then.
Let's take a nap.
There is nothing immediately kind of trying to get you.
Okay.
Cool, because that gets me
what
a spell slot and half my health back.
Only half. Why
Only
not-
half?
Why not all your health?
I lost 5, didn't I? And I have 10.
Even after a long rest, it doesn't regenerate?
Oh, no, it's half of your.
No, I get it all back now.
Yeah, you get it all. Yeah, you get it all back. Oh, yeah, you got
Yes,
half your
sorry,
health.
I
I thought you
meant
meant
half,
half of your lost health back. I was like, wait, what?
Oh, okay.
No.
Same.
Half of his total health back. Yes,
Gotcha.
We're good.
Oh, but I lose the light, so I'll recast light as soon as.
Yes.
I am fine volunteering myself to go first across the bridge.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm light and I'm pissed.
Yeah, you are. That's true.
Can I also give her bardic inspiration?
You can.
And can I give her guidance?
Yes, you can.
Please sing me a song while I cross this bridge.
We're doing D&D version of My Heart Will Go On from Titanic.
Nice.
Just full sobbing while I cross this bridge.
Well, the good news is that you cross the bridge without any problem.
Cool.
You make it to the other side. You're absolutely fine.
And can I kind of look around and see what's on the other side?
Yeah, so you look through and basically it's like a large rectangular chamber through the doorway. It's very cold. You can feel the cold sort of coming in, and in the middle of the floor you can see there's like giant chunks of like, I guess, ice that may have like fallen in or something. There are lots of, I guess, drawings and stuff on the sides of the walls.
More of the same kind of drawings?
A little bit different. You can see that these ones kind of show a staff, like a magical staff that is made of stone or ice or some other. In fact, you actually recognize. Do you remember in your last adventure that guy who was being experimented on with those stones, with that stone?
Yes.
The staff looks to be made of that, as in the pictures of the staff look to be made of that particular stone. But those pictures are all across the wall.
I think I still have those stones in my backpack.
Possibly, I think you do, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can see that the back of the chamber is collapsed, and there's an icy tunnel that goes up, and you can see light sort of coming down. And with it being so cold, you can only presume that that is an exit out of this cave, as it were.
And we have, just to be sure, we still have the ability to exit the same way we came, right? Through the door?
You can go back, yeah.
Okay, just wondering.
What?
Well, first I would like to communicate with my party to let them know what I see before they cross the bridge, and let them know that it's safe.
I am going to cast guidance on each individual person and myself as we cross the bridge.
Sure.
Just in case.
I am scurrying across as fast as I can.
Yeah, I'll come across as well.
Cool. Right, so you all make it across. There's no problem whatsoever. You all get across, the skittering sound of the hands crawling below you, giving you a little chill down.
Untrimmed nails!
Yeah, down the back of your spines, but you're all right otherwise, and you manage to get across, and there before you lies the chamber, and the ice around you. If you want to do, I guess, a perception or investigation or something as you all enter, so you can see what you can see.
23.
Good.
22.
Keep losing where perception is.
12.
13.
Cool. So, Kaysil, you are kind of engrossed in these, in the pictograms on the wall, these various depictions. There is some text there that you can read. It says here, okay, let's see. The Crystal Shard, or the Crystal Tower, was a unique evil artifact created by 7 liches. It was a green crystal the size of a hand and drew energy from sunlight. It was sentient and sought out corruptible magic users, amplified their magical powers, and turned them into tyrants seeking only glory, power, and conquest. The Crystal Shard travelled from the deserts of Zakhara far to the south to the frozen far of the northwest, Faerun, leaving misery and destruction in its wake. evil undead sought to harness its power and transformed it into its crystal form of a monolithic tower. While various heroes achieved the destruction of the tower, it had forever transformed the ice beneath and around it, infusing it with powerful magical energy and darkening its color. This substance, Shardolin, became highly sought after as a nigh unbreakable magical material. We found a small trove of it and decided to infuse it with the immortal and unstoppable power of necromancy, and we've created a staff of Shardolin and sacrificed 7 of our most illustrious elders to it, forever binding necromancy into it, just as the crystal shard itself was created. We enter here in ice, so that only one sufficiently powerful may take it, and to protect it, we have imprisoned an owl bear. And as you look around, the fallen ice around you is very clearly the prison of the owl bear.
How did I get back in?
However, the ice is broken, and the chamber shudders as an immense creature crashes into the room, filling it with a shower of snow and ice. As the snow and powdered ice settles, a snowy owlbear with shards of blood frozen into its fur and feathers comes into view. She stands the better part of 14 feet tall, and her black beak and claws are viciously sharp. Callous intent burning in her crystalline blue eyes, she stares intently at you and lets loose an ear-piercing shriek and charges. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh, fucking hell.
You just had to want to see one, Selwyn.
That was before I met the love of my life, and I don't want to hear it.
I'm sorry.
Nat 20! Oh shit, that means I go first.
No, but you have disadvantage on every roll except
Attack.
attack. So you got to roll again and take the worst. Let me
I don't
just
like this game.
let me set up this encounter. Hold on a second.
It's a 3.
18.
Hold on. You can
I'm
remember these numbers because I'm
sweating.
just setting up the encounter.
Where's Cordelia when I need her?
I know, right? Imagine.
So I see an owl bear coming into the room, and I'm just like, oh, cute, I've heard about these things, until it screeches and starts charging at us.
Wait, so
got
do
a 5.
I don't know. I feel like I know. Up until this point, I don't know that the owlbear is the one that got Paxton, or I think
Oh
this.
no, you know because of the tracks. It's
Okay,
the same
just
tracks of the
making
owlbear you saw
I-
previously.
And nobody else saw the tracks.
Only
No,
you saw
you
the
just
tracks.
And I haven't told them.
No. So can you tell me those
Yes.
initiative rolls again, please?
18.
18.
Yeah,
Wait,
3.
4 for K-Sil?
5.
Wow.
Well, hold on. Who got 3?
I did, Selwyn.
Selwyn with a 3. Narissa with a 5? Great. Well, Malvo, you're going to go first, buddy.
Cool.
I hope you all don't die.
Thanks,
That
Mom.
is a hope I have two. I only have 2 level 1 spell slots. I feel like there might be some healing needed for this.
So we're just all going on to attack mode right away. There's no other
It's Screech that's charging at us. So,
I mean,
Well, we could
although
say,
it's really
"Hey."
scary.
Wait a sec.
well, I'm not thinking of an attack as an opener.
Okay.
I'm thinking of a support thing called Fairy Fire.
Mm.
Oh.
So each object in a 20-foot cube within range, which is 60 feet. Any creature in the area when a spell is cast is also outlined. Missed a line. Is outlined in a blue, green, or violet light of my choice. Any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined, so I can kind of get it away from us. And it has to make a dexterity saving throw. If it fails for the duration, it emits light, so we can see it. and any attack roll against the creature or object is at advantage. And doesn't benefit from being invisible, but I doubt the owlbear can go invisible.
Cool.
So basically, we get advantage, all of us, for the time that I can concentrate on this spell, which is up to a minute or until I get smacked hard enough that I lose concentration.
So 1 round. So for 1 round, as long as it fails.
Well, 1 round if it hits me and I lose my concentration. Otherwise, a minute is 10 rounds. Because each round is 6 seconds.
Yes, that's true. So let me just see. Hold on a second. Let me make sure that all of its stats are correct.
So yeah, I'm going to whack it with Fairy Fire. And
Cool.
it is going to light up in a vibrant neon blue light.
Its roll fails to save. So you have managed to successfully get your buffs basically against it, and you've debuffed it. Right. So is that the only
for
thing?
everyone? We're at advantage.
Yeah.
On attacks against
When
it.
you roll. So are you doing anything else?
It's charging towards us, right?
Yes.
I don't have a bonus action that I can really use. Other than I will try and move slightly away from the group so we're more spread out.
It's fine, yeah.
Just in case it has some sort of attack that can hit multiple of us.
Yeah. So the first thing obviously it's going to do is it's quite intelligent. It's going to assess kind of what's going on, and it'll pick out Kasil as the threat because the mage, it can sense the magic. So go straight in for Kasil to attack. Kasil, what's your AC, buddy?
11.
Yeah, good. Are you sure you don't have any armor?
I don't have any armor.
Nice. Okay. Well,
Nice.
nice knowing you, buddy. Yep. And so it can attack twice, once with its beak and once with its claws. Its beak attack does manage to get you. It hits and it does a horrible amount of damage, which is fine. 10 damage. So you'll take 10 damage as it sinks its beak into your neck, ripping out like, a chunk of your flesh. Thankfully, it doesn't hit any vital arteries. You're okay. Like no big veins got taken out there. Not your jugular.
Okay is a really strong word.
You're still alive. You just have this chunk of flesh missing from your neck. As it does that, it then turns around to kind of swipe you with its claw. Now, as that happens, your instant reaction, as it's kind of gone, you've gone for your neck, you instantly go down to the ground, grabbing your neck. As you do that, you're very, very lucky, as its claws completely miss you and actually stick into the wall. It's kind of stuck there now, unable to move very, very quickly, which means that Nerissa, it's kind of stuck in position at the moment. You can make an attack. Well, you have advantage anyway, so you're all right.
Okay.
Nerissa, that stone that we picked up, I need you to give it to me.
Yeah, you can totally have it. I will gladly hand that over.
What just happened?
Okay.
I will grab that out of my bag and I will hand that to him. And is there any way I can whack at this thing with my walking stick?
On the way over.
Your sword would be better.
My sword would be okay.
Yeah,
then
it would
I'm
be
gonna
better
go
than
ahead and
a blunt
roll
stick.
an attack and try and stab it
Okay.
with my rapier. And that's a nat 20.
Oh, nice. Let's go.
So, that's gonna be a 1d8 plus 3.
And then a
But I do
1d8
it
on its
twice
own.
and only one gets a 1.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so I rolled a 2
Mm-hmm. So that's
and I rolled a
fine.
5. So I would like to add it to the 2.
So it might make
so
a difference.
I can have 5 both.
Yeah. So it will still be, so 10 damage. Nice. Very, very good. Do you want to do anything else? As you are very close to it.
I would like to get away from it.
Yeah, I thought so. Just
I think
move
I'm going
back
to stab and run.
Yeah, move back a bit. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Kasil,
Yes.
what are you going to do as it's your turn next?
I would like to try and fasten the stone to my staff to emulate the pictures that we saw,
Mm-hmm.
and use it somehow against the owlbear. At least present it to show.
I'm so glad I didn't go first.
I like this idea. Hold on a second. We're going to have to do something off-piste now, which is not bad. Let's see what we can work out.
What does that mean?
We're
gonna
going off
go.
script, baby.
Yeah, well, off
Ooh.
script. Let's see what we can do.
Adventures.
We're not doing what we rehearsed.
I'm a theater kid, not improv.
And now we break out into jazz hands.
Okay.
As a bard, I'm allowed to.
I will give you something. I will give you a free. This was very ingenious, and technically you are magical enough, and as your staff, you will be able to use. I'm going to give you something special. 1 second. Now, normally we wouldn't do this, but today I will let you have something.
All right.
Yeah, I know, right? Isn't this nice?
I just hope it's enough to save me here.
It's what?
I hope it's enough to save me.
Well, I don't know about saving, but we can definitely do something. I'm just checking what we have.
How much health do you have left?
Don't ask about
Not
how.
much.
Not much. You can see he looks bad.
How rough do you look?
I am bleeding out of my neck, and I am on the ground. I'm not doing well.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
While he's bleeding out of his neck, do we have the ability, like this with healing, do we have to wait for a turn
Yeah.
to heal?
Unless you have a special one that's a bonus action that can be taken at any point in time, or you use the reaction before to be like, if someone is hurt, like I'll use my reaction to heal them instantly. Then otherwise, you just have to wait till your turn.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. You don't know. Okay, this is going to be interesting. You don't know what will happen when you use this thing, but you can feel a power kind of imbued within your staff, something that you've not felt before, something different. You innately, you know how to cast a spell that will unleash it, but you don't know what it's going to unleash.
Okay.
You're just like,
full send.
fuck it, do it. Let's go.
Fuck it. Full send. It's either that or firebolt, and I think this is a better chance for me.
Okay. So you kind of hold the staff before you, and you just know how to use the staff, and you kind of like slam it on the ground, and you can feel this kind of like power rising from the earth, and it comes like through the staff, and it goes up to the stone, and the stone kind of shatters, and the shards of the shardlin kind of spin and wrap themselves around you, and you feel them kind of like Iron Man, and they produce this armor around you, which increases your armor to 14 from an 11. So it basically was imbued with a mage armor spell, which it's now given you for free, which you didn't already have. So that will last for 8 hours. You have this additional temporary AC of 14 now.
All right.
You can move away, but you don't have any other turns except for bonus actions if you have any.
Okay. I don't think I have any bonus actions. Okay, yeah, I'd like to move away.
Of course.
Try and get kind of past Malvor.
Yep. I love it. Malvor went past you. You're going past me. You're just like backing up.
And while I'm at it, I'm going to mention that I could use some healing.
Just leave the two smallest creatures in the front on their own.
I have healing word as a bonus action.
Yeah. Remember, we could only that because it takes one turn to cast. You can cast that and then not another action, if that makes sense. Or you'd have to use your. You can still do it. And then do so. It depends if you can do something useful against the owlbear because it's your turn now anyway. So,
okay.
I have a pretty good healing spell that I can use.
I mean, Malvor is the cleric. He is the healer of the of the
So
party.
we're not in a dire situation yet.
No.
Maybe you're
yeah,
not.
because I can only heal once.
I can save my cure wounds in case we need it. So like if our healer goes down, I can heal the healer.
Oh. Okay. And the bear is how close to us now? The
I mean,
owlbear?
it's right near you, man, because it took a swipe at Kasil and it's kind of stuck in this, like its claws are stuck inside the walls of the cave at the moment, so it cannot remove them yet. It will have to attempt to remove them on its turn.
Okay. I am scared. I think I would like to use... I think I'd like to try Vine Whip again.
Thorn Whip, yeah?
Thorn Whip, sorry. Is that Bulbasaur's attack?
Yes, it is.
My bad. I got an 18 plus...
I mean, that's going to hit, but you got a second roll. You got the advantage, so you can roll again.
And with the advantage, do I not add the +4 that I get with
Yeah,
Thorn
you do.
Whip?
You always add. It's just whichever one's higher is the one you keep.
Okay, so the 22 from my last one.
Okay, cool. You sure you don't want to do, talk to animals? Animal friendship? No, nothing like
Well,
that?
everybody started attacking. I was afraid it was pissed off. No, I want to do that. Redact it.
It wouldn't have worked.
Oh, well then what?
I was just making fun of you.
He killed my husband.
You got married and didn't tell us?
He was about to be my husband.
In her mind, she'd already planned the wedding,
We've had
the
6
children's
kids.
names, everything. Everything was planned. Do you want to
Some
roll
other
for the
random woman
damage?
to deal
Yes.
with.
And that's the 5 or the 6.
Is that what it is? Is that what it says?
I don't remember.
Sorry. Yeah, I
Yes.
think so.
Okay. Sorry, I forget that I have it on my sheet. That's a 4.
4 damage. Nice. So you managed to attack it a little bit more. It's still stuck in the wall. Malvor's turn next.
So I'll see it take a swipe, take a chunk out of Kasil, and ignore me as it runs straight to Kasil, and I'll hold back a slight retch seeing that. But oh god, because I've never seen anything like that before.
No, you've never actually seen real combat before.
And then, as you are running past me and saying you could do with a heal, I will give you a Cure Wounds.
Nice.
Which is 1d8 plus 2.
5.
So 5. Could have been better, but
Could have been worse.
I will take it. I appreciate it.
no longer the group healer.
I think you're done. Your one healing spell as the group healer is gone.
Gotta get you up to a higher level quickly.
Yeah.
I at least have 3, so I will become the healer now.
Nice. Now, do you want to do? You're running back. He's running past you. So you're okay now. You good where you are?
Yes, I think I want to stay where I am.
Cool.
I'm out of range of the creature.
So because the owlbear's got itself stuck. The reason it got itself stuck, it's not just me being kind to you guys. It legit rolled a 1. So, it needs some dire consequence. It's going to now try to remove itself from the wall. It's going to have to do a strength saving throw to be able to get itself out of the wall. and it fails that throw, so it's still stuck in the wall. So you guys are getting very lucky today because, to be honest, it should be out of that wall killing you right now. But Narissa, it's your turn next, so make it count.
Fucked, owlbear.
Can I dart back in and stab it again?
Yeah, you could do that. That's fine.
All right, I'm going to do that. I'm going to dart in, stab it, and dart back out.
Let's see them rolls.
Where'd it go? A 19?
Yeah, that hits. That does hit.
No, I dropped my die.
Oh well, that doesn't hit.
It's a 6.
A 6 damage. Nice. Not a nat 20
math
this
while I was
time.
staring at it.
Cool. Right, so you dart back in, you dart back out. Kasil feeling somewhat better now. The wound on your neck is magically healed. Some of the flesh has kind of come back, but it looks like a kind of a chunk has been, like a bird-shaped chunk has been, bird beak-shaped chunk has been taken out of your neck. You know, I'm not saying it won't come back one day, but right now it's not there. But it's stopped bleeding. You're not spraying blood over everyone, so that's good.
Appreciative.
All right. So I have to do Firebolt.
Of course.
Duh.
How could you not do Firebolt?
And that is a 22.
And then you roll again because you have advantage. Just in case you got a nat 20, you never know.
I got a 16 on
And
that
that's
one.
fine. So let's do the damage. It's the same either way.
8.
8 damage. Nice. So now, as well as the smell of Kasil's blood in the air, it's now also mixed with the smell of burnt feathers. Which is a lovely. In D&D, you smell all the most amazing things. So now you've got the smell of these burnt feathers, which is fantastic to go along with that. The owlbear screeching now, dying to get out of this fucking hell that it's in. Selwyn, it's your turn.
Okay. How is it looking?
Looks
Is it
pissed.
But not like hanging on by a thread type
Absolutely
pissed?
not.
Okay, just checking. Just thought I'd give it a...
It's looking like I'm gonna fucking kill you assholes. Kind of pissed. As soon as I get my claw out of this fucking wall.
Could... I feel like I always stick to the same two things because I don't know anything else. So I feel like I should try new things.
Try.
It's the owl bear.
It's just the owl bear.
We really hyped this thing up, guys. For me, this is the end all be all.
Yeah.
I
mean, I think in this case, you're probably better off supporting the rest of the group.
Okay.
Is the best thing you can do.
So I would like to use Entangle.
That's a good idea because it's going to have disadvantage on trying to not be tangled.
Okay. And that's a nat 20.
You don't have to roll anything.
But it was a nat 20.
Yay!
Thank you! It's really entangled!
It's entangled. It's like, it's so entangled.
You just need to humor me sometimes. You're really fucked with me a lot lately. Give me it.
It wasn't my fault. You fell in love with the character that the game wanted to kill off. There's nothing I can do about that. Literally nothing I can do. I did not choose.
We can find you another man.
There is no other man.
until the next one comes along.
I have no comment.
I mean, what's that bracelet on his hand, huh? Like, did you ever think about that?
It might be his daughter.
Maybe.
I haven't told anyone about the bracelet.
No, you haven't.
I know about the bracelet because I read it.
Well,
Yeah,
other
that's
people.
true. That's true.
Oh, did you read it out loud?
Well,
Thought maybe you might have whispered it to me because we're friends.
So, the owlbear is entangled. Yay.
20 leveled entangled.
20 leveled entangled. Malvor, how are you doing, buddy? Oh, God.
I'm gonna run up to the owlbear,
Mm-hmm.
holding my nose because of the horrible smell,
Oh yeah.
and leaving Kessel. I'll say, hope it doesn't get infected, bud, and run over. And I am going to try and do 2-weapon fighting.
Oh yeah.
So 1-hand mace, 1-hand dagger,
Oof.
swipe with mace, swipe with dagger.
Yeah, you can do that.
So I'll go for the mace first. That is a 13 to hit.
Yep. That
it's
does
a
hit.
advantage as well, isn't it?
Yeah, disadvantage. Wow.
Not quite a nat 20.
No, but
unfortunately.
just good.
So the damage on the first is 3.
And I believe that the second one you don't get
Don't add my modifier. Yeah. I think I have my hit modifier for the hit roll.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, for the hit roll.
So 16 and 21. So
Yep.
that definitely hits. And I guess for the ease of this, I'll just use my physical d4. That is a 3.
3, nice. Good
So
work.
6 damage total.
Doing some good damage. All right. Our owlbear now has 2 traps to get out of. It needs to unstick itself from the wall, but it's also entangled. It cannot remove itself from both at the same time. So first it's going to try and get itself out of the wall. Let's see if it can manage that. It does very well, in fact. As it kind of pulls its claws out of the wall, just chunks of stone kind of just flying at you guys, like little like shards of stone and ice and stuff just fly at you as it pulls its claw out of the wall, but then screams because it's like all these vines are tangled its feet and it doesn't know how to, can't move yet, so it's still stuck. In Nerissa, it's your turn. This owlbear's fucking, he's having the worst day.
I want to throw my dagger at it.
You
Away from it.
You can, but remember it's still entangled, so it is kind of still stuck, and your rapier will always do more damage than a dagger.
That is true. If I go up to it, will I get entangled as well?
No, because the entanglement
Awesome.
spell will stop. Like, you'll be able to basically reach out with your rapier.
Okay.
You'll still maintain a distance that you don't need to step inside the vines.
I think
Alrighty. Then
you might be able to do the same thing I did if you have a bonus action of 2-weapon fighting.
She does have
think
a bonus
everyone
action
gets
of
that.
2-weapon fighting. Yeah,
oh,
everyone
I do.
does. Yeah, everyone can do 2-weapon. I mean, you did it last time.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
Stab.
All right. Well, then
So you
I'm gonna
can.
stab it really quick and just keep running.
And
from it.
so you can stab it with the rapier, and then you can stab it with the dagger.
Okay. I'll do dagger first, and then rapier right after.
Okay. You use your hit modifier only on one of, like your damage modifier on only one of them, so it makes sense to do it on the rapier because I think that will give you more
Okay.
modifier.
So I have a 5 for the dagger.
That won't hit.
Okay. And then let me. Go
Oh, but
for
you do get
rapier.
advantage, so you can roll again.
Okay. I keep forgetting about that.
Me too.
So for dagger 13.
Yes, that will hit.
Okay. That's a D4. At a 4.
Oh wow, nice.
And I'm not adding the
Yeah, not adding
modifier
them.
to
Yeah,
it.
I mean it makes more sense to add it to the other one because I think it's more on the rapier.
And then do the rapier really quick. Add an 18.
Yeah, that will hit, and you got the advantage to roll again because it could be a 20. You just never know.
No, it is a
Okay, that's fine.
11. And then do the modifier for the rapier for an 8.
Yeah, nice. Wow, this owlbear's getting fucking rinsed. Um,
And then while I stab it, I'm going to say I'm sorry and go.
he's just, I'm sorry. Kaysel, now you're looking at this owlbear. It is visibly bleeding out all over its beautiful white feathers, some of which are burned thanks to you. But, you know, it's got like little holes in it from all these rapier hits and dagger slices, and it's bleeding out and it's screaming in pain, but also anger in its eyes, and it's stuck and tangled trying to get out, but you still have a chance to do something to it before it can escape.
I will cast Magic Missile, and all 3 headed
Yeah,
towards
of
it.
course.
And that is a 4 or a 5.
5 on each one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness me, that's a hell of a lot of damage. That's like the maximum damage you can do with a magic missile. You slice each magic missile comes in and it hits this owlbear. 1, 2, 3, boof. The last one pushing it back hard enough that it actually breaks the vines that entangles its feet and flies back and falls to the ground dead. Fucking finished him. How did you finish this owlbear? He basically got one hit on you guys. You were lucky as hell.
I would like to take this opportunity to run to the owlbear and stab it with my dagger.
You can.
So many times.
You can.
I'm gonna reflect
I would like to
on
take one of the feathers.
the beating we just gave the owlbear and mumble to myself, "Oh, we're the bad guys."
Nerissa, you take the feather from the owlbear. It's stained in blood.
Yeah.
It's stained in
I'm
Paxton's
cool with
blood.
Can I also have a feather?
You can also have a feather.
That sounds pretty sick.
I want to keep a feather from an owlbear, so I'm be like,
I'm gonna add it to our little family scrapbook.
I killed an owlbear. So yes, you defeat the owlbear, and now the exit to the cave behind you lies open.
So while they're bothering with the owlbear, can I look around to see if I can find the stuff that's mentioned in the inscription?
Yeah, you can see around, looking around to see if you find it. Let me just check to see if there's anything around.
Do you want a guidance for that?
Ooh, I love that.
I will guidance you're looking around. That means you get an extra D4.
Ooh.
All right.
ooh.
Now, as you do this, you look around. Let me just see. You just do an investigation check. We'll see if anything comes up. I don't know if there is, but...
Are you kidding me?
What?
Plus a D4.
5, yeah.
That's a D4. I don't know.
Are you kidding me?
Wow. To be honest, there's not really much around. So you guys take the so Kaisel's off looking around. Malvor's there giving guidance to Kaisel as Kaisel's looking around. We have Selwyn and Nerissa going in, taking feathers. Are you taking a feather each off the
I
owlbear?
just want a feather.
Yeah, just one.
I have a vendetta at this point.
Yeah, that's fine.
I would like to know if I could look around for any clues or evidence on Paxton's.
You all want to look around as well?
I'll help her.
Okay.
I just wanted the feather for like proof of a story later on.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. So you all look around the place, but I mean, really, like you can see all the depictions of all the pictures on the wall, but there isn't really much else. Like you can see what's going on. You can look in the chamber back where the bridge was. Yes, Kaisel?
I would like to take down in my notebook the engravings.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So you do that. What about Malvor? What's Malvor up to?
I'm kind of hounding Case a little bit and just being like, "Hey, how's your neck, buddy? Are you good?"
He's like, I don't have fucking time for this. I'm learning shit.
It's better than it was. It's still not great.
You didn't say thank you, by the way.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
What's up? Okay, I'm a bad way.
So that's so you all off. You all look around.
Sorry,
you don't
want to clean that a bit.
Leave it alone.
That's like super pussy and infected, my guy.
It's amazing.
Once we sleep, or once we rest, I'll do a song of rest to help us.
Yeah. So you all do that. You all look around. Everything else. As you come back to the center, you notice something very strange. The owlbear's body has vanished.
Oh shit!
What about the feathers?
Yeah, I was about to say.
There's a trail of blood leading out of the cave.
This is why I couldn't stab it 37 times.
And
You had plans.
And well, I mean, it's gone. Whether it's still alive and it silently stepped away, or whether it was dead, was dragged away by someone or something else, you don't know. But it's gone.
In the wise words of Qui-Gon Jinn, there's always a bigger fish.
Qui-Gon who?
I don't recognize that god.
Oh yeah, it's just one of his gods. It's the same brain.
It's the only god I know.
Beautiful. But yes, I mean, this is basically where you can exit the tunnel.
Can we take a rest while we're here?
You can.
Do we still have the feathers, or did the feathers?
Yeah,
go
No,
under?
you've got the feathers.
Okay.
You've still got your feathers. Now you can tell
Right.
fake stories.
Big stories.
I mean,
Well. And this is a long rest, we say.
Yeah, you can have a long rest now. I mean, you are at the end of your adventure. We
Wow.
actually did it all in the time. Each part took an hour, which was actually quite incredible that we managed to get it done in the time. I didn't think we would, but we did. That's the thing about Adventures League. It's quite straightforward and everything's like a one-shot. So when we come back again, we'll be doing chapter 2. But you do get some stuff at the end of this that you can all put in your sheets and stuff. So let me tell you what you all get at the end of all of this. You've got some rewards. So firstly, I can give any player an automatic level. So already everybody gets a level up, right? So I mean, you guys were on 2, you get to 3, CG gets to 2. I can give any player a level up that I choose. That's my thing, and I'm going to give it to CG. So CG can get its character to level 3, so everybody's on level 3. We're all happy. Additionally, whatever gold, whatever items you found, any magical items, I don't think you really got any. I know there was some potion, but there wasn't anything else magical.
I got some gold.
Yeah. So you just, whatever you got, you keep. In this case, if it's a magical item, everybody gets, it basically duplicates, everyone gets a copy of it.
Oh.
But not gold and all the
wasn't.
rest of it. There wasn't any magical items in this particular adventure. So there's nothing for that. Other than that,
Duplicate my broken heart and give it to everybody.
no, thank you.
and other than that, I think we are good. I don't think there's anything else that you guys need to worry about. Obviously, the adventure continues. The next time may not even be the same people. The adventure will start, from somewhere else. The idea is that in between each chapter, every character gets 10 days of downtime. And in those 10 days of downtime, you can do a whole bunch of different things. Thanks for following there. You can do a whole bunch of different things. Like you can, create armor for yourself, sharpen weapons, learn a trade, learn a thing, do all this different kind of stuff that you can do in downtime, which I will tell you all about in the D&D chat on Discord, which will make more sense. So when
I do.
Oh yeah, go on.
Sorry, you finish.
No,
I can
no.
always DM you later.
No, tell me what's up.
Okay. So would I, add the whole Paxton situation to my backstory as it develops?
You can do, yeah. If you want that to be part of your backstory, you can do.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
so
and we can tap into it later, right?
Cool.
So because we're staying with me as the DM, I can do that. Normally in Adventures League, it wouldn't really matter because you'd play one chapter here, you might play one chapter with a different DM, different other players. No one's going to go into your backstory, but because it's always me, I will always carry on your stories and whatever's going on, your character arc.
Cool.
Do the things like the anger or the thing to get the cookie recipe, do they carry on?
Oh, that's gonna stay. Oh, Kasel's got that cookie story thing in his character goal.
Yeah.
I'd like to point out this whole time while I am falling in love and being fallen in love and having my heart shattered into a million pieces, I'm wearing a stupid looking oversized pink knitted hat from somebody that we looted.
That's true.
Just so you have that in your heads. You're welcome.
We're okay
and I'm
with that.
keeping it.
I added the cookie recipe to my list of allies.
Oh, brilliant. How was that, guys? You have fun?
Oh my god, so much.
Yeah, it was quite.
I'm going to get in contact with my internet company and see if possibly upgrading it. Because I am so sorry.
No, you don't need to apologize. CG, how was that for you? I know you're always usually a DM. How is it to be a player?
It's been a while since I've been a player, and yeah, it's fun. It's fun not having to care about a lot of stuff.
Exactly. Isn't it always, it's so freeing to just be a player and not have to organize stuff. In terms of when the next session will be now, because I'm away most of August, because it's the holidays now with Minimo, and I'm pretty much either away every weekend or I have guests staying with me every weekend, we'll be doing the next chapter 2 of Adventurous League in September. So it will probably be early September once the school started back up again. So for those of you in chat, if you aren't already in the Discord, you can. And those of you who would like to join for that next session, it will be around this same time on a Sunday in September. There'll be, again, 5 slots for players to play. And we'll be playing Chapter 2, which I think might actually span over 2 sessions because it's bigger.
I am always available if you need another player.
Especially on Sundays. That's my day off.
Brilliant.
I'm a little bit addicted.
Excellent. Right. So otherwise, I think the only other announcement is we have the DJ stream on Tuesday, which is going to be lots of fun. I'm not going to raid out today. This has been the first time I will not raid out because there's just too much to organize and raiding out as well. So everybody, thanks so much for being here, and I will chat to you all again on Tuesday, and I'll put a message in the Discord to be like, DJ stream starting, blah, 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 blah. That will be me in Oompa Loompa cosplay, which I'm excited about, but not excited about applying.
Thank you so much for DMing and hosting, Mo.
Yeah, thanks, Mo.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. I really, really love it. It's so much fun getting,
I can't wait
back into D&D. I know. I'm going to start reading it from now because it's a bigger campaign, a bigger one shot, 2 shot to organize. So we want to do that. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Thanks, Bim. Thanks, Bud Boy. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for the